Musical my boy up on the map.
Mic check and all that. What's good, guys? Your boy Hugo the Savage back again for another Hangover show. Live from the dungeon. You already know what it is, man. Yeah, man. You saw it. I see Patman's returned after all this time. I don't know where it's been still, but you know what I mean? Big up you guys. Hope everyone's well. It's here to chop it up, man. You know what I mean? The football season officially done, bro. Officially done. You get me? Hey, is what it is, man. On to the next one, innit? But we're going to chop it up. Obviously, a lot of topics today are going to surround Manchester City, and I guess they deserve it, and there's no hate, man. But there's a few things to talk about. See a lot of people talking about Man City. I feel like as soon as the final whistle went, instead of people just saying, you know, they did their thing, I'm not saying people should say congratulations to them, because if I'm a rival fan, I'm not congratulating you. That's foolish. But I can just say they've done their thing, innit? But it actually turned sour. It turned completely different. Everyone was talking about, the cheaters, 115 charges, money, Pep, all of this business. So we're here to chop it up, man. Have a good conversation about it. But yeah, man, gonna need the Avengers with me. You already know what time it is, bro. Luckily they came through still, because certain man were missing like Hawkeye and Infinity War still. I can't even lie, bro. But hey, you know what I mean? No response to that. Let's get it.
Assemble.
Okay.
Insane, bro.
I don't know, bro. Man sent me a message and that message back didn't see anything, bro. You know what I mean? Done the Hawkeye thing and that. But hey, listen, man said Ronan and that, bro. Just went missing, but it's all good, bro. Man, you know what I mean? I was just chopping up with Zabir in the back office. Hey, what's everyone saying, man? Everyone good?
Yeah, man. I see my man about to take a flight. I see the guy down there doing the final checks and that.
Come on, you know what?
Yeah.
Mr.
Nah, big
Worldwide.
up, man. Yeah, trying to pull this off again, fam. Missed the whole flight yesterday, man. Just sitting at the gate, bro. Dazed off like an old guy, man. But you know, I'm here, man. Fully awake this time. Cup of coffee and that. Back in the building.
Yeah, man. You dozed off. That's how you missed it.
Nah, I didn't, bro. But when I looked at all the people that missed the flight yesterday, it was all old people, and they were all sitting at the gate with me. So I'm like, yo, nah. But I wasn't sleeping, bro. I'm looking at the thing and it says unfound. I'm like, yo, why isn't it saying boarding? So me and the old people got up to find out why it doesn't say boarding. They're like, yo, the plane is pushing back. I'm like, yo. All the old people were saying the same thing. Did you hear them announce it? I'm like, nah. They're like, see, if he didn't hear it, we definitely didn't hear it. I'm like, I'm not so sure y'all can rely on my hearing still. But now I'm here, man, to hear what's going on. Savage, you set me up. I thought Enzo was gonna be here. The question we spoke about in the back, let's just leave that for another day.
The question that I said I'll type out.
Yeah, just delete it.
Bro, I didn't say you up. I think he was the one that was calling Hawkeye. I don't know where he was, bro.
Anyway, man, how you been, Savage? I haven't spoken to you in a minute. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's well.
Good, man. But me and Zabir just had this conversation, bro, and he's trying to call man old, bro. So that, you know what I mean? And to be fair to him, he's talking about himself in it. But the problem is we're all the same age, bro. So I'm calling himself old. You get me?
Nah, bro, I'm definitely old, bro. Nah, I'm definitely old. I know it's cool to try to be young, bro. I'm not gonna be out here in the clubs and that. Savage club days are over.
Oh yeah.
We can go down the list.
Yeah.
See how old you really are.
Okay, then go down the list, bro. Because club days are done with me.
Yeah, it's long, isn't it?
Nah, young guys cheat. You don't cheat.
Nah, don't
clubbing.
Yeah, clubbing.
You don't club. You ain't outside, done.
I'm definitely
you walk dog.
Hey,
nah, you walk dogs. You walk dogs in the park. Young guys don't walk dogs in the park. They leg up things in the park. You like me to continue?
Yeah.
Keep going, bro.
Nah, we'll just leave it right there. We don't want to. We're here to talk about football, man. I know it's the Hangover show and that, but let's be honest. Young guys get hangover. Oh man, we got things to do the next day.
That's a fact, bro.
So
you know, fun fact: I've never had a hangover in my life. You know, I don't know what the one. I've never had a hangover in my whole life, bro.
Might have just been hold your whole life, bro. My old heads never get hangover, son. You know what I'm saying? Them old heads, bro. You ever seen a old head hangover, bro? Man chasing the hangover back with another beer, bro.
Yeah, man. All right, listen, man. Let me get to the chat quickly, and then we'll chop it up, man. Obviously, a bit more of a free for all, innit? Obviously, the show's still structured than that, but not structured as usual because, like I said, man, the season's done. There was only one game on the weekend. Obviously, it was a big game, so we'll speak, man. But big up Amin in the chat. Big up Pat, man. Yeah, the intro is Predator still. Big up Captain Sol. Love for the love, brother. Big up Redbird. Yeah, man. Psychedelic every time, bruv. So yeah, man. Before we'll get to transfer news later and that because there's nothing really in there and that. I've chopped up and seen what's floated around, but nothing too special. I mean, to be fair, the transfer window's not officially open until Wednesday. I think Wednesday, or maybe a bit later on than that. So anything what's done up until now is a bonus, I guess. But yeah, obviously, we saw what happened on the weekend. I did a watch along for the game. Manchester City, treble winners. City, man, welcome to the big leagues, innit? You know, like that, bruv. Man City treble winners. Views on this, man, because as I said in the intro, keep it short. Liverpool are rivals to Manchester City, but in a different way to being rivals to Manchester United, because the histories are locked in with Manchester United and Liverpool. And I guess if Manchester City were more popular back in the day, the rivalry between the two cities as well as the football would have stood as well, because the Manchester United and Man City are the same city, obviously. So anything to do with the Docks in Manchester would have been the same rivalry and stuff. But obviously it was based on football. You know, early Liverpool and Manchester. I think they were like Newton Heath or whatever they were flipping called. So that's ran the whole time. Our rivalry with Manchester City is based purely on football, and you'd probably argue what it should be based on. You know what I mean? It's less tribal. But after the final whistle went, I had comments on the watch along about how I felt about the game and their treble and stuff like that. I had no hate towards them at all. Obviously, everyone always, as soon as Manchester City wins something, they go to the fans. You haven't got a lot of fans, you parade and all this. But I was being deadly serious, though, from watching the game. And I don't, you know what I mean? Obviously, Man City fans can talk from their point of view if they were at the game. But when the game finished, the players looked really excited, as you would in the Champions League final. When he went to the shot of the fans, they kind of looked like, I don't know, they looked more excited when they beat Manchester United in the FA Cup the week before, bro. And I don't know, the whole thing around it didn't seem, apart from the actual team, everyone else seemed like happy that they won, but they didn't seem amazing. I think it goes back to my point, what I said before the Champions League. They only want this Champions League to shut everyone else up. They don't really care about it like everybody else does. It's so when the rivals have conversations, we can't throw back in their face, you don't have Champions League pedigree. So I'm asking you two, what is there left to banter Manchester City about? And is it that time, man? Is it City welcome to the big leagues? They've got the trophy now. They've got all the Prems already. They've got League Cups and FA Cups. All this, you have to be honest, the heritage talk is a bit stupid. It's nice to say it, but it's a bit silly because how is man supposed to have any history and stuff like that without building it? It's like telling a kid who comes out of school, you can't have the job because you don't have 4 years experience. I'm like, yeah, bitch, I was 12 4 years ago. You get me? So you two, take it away, man.
You want to go first, Zubir?
Yeah, I think your initial question is what's left to banter them about, bro. A lot of stuff, man. I mean, we can do a whole show on the things we can banter them about. You know why the fans wasn't cheering? How you going to cheer for one trophy, bro, and call yourself the biggest thing in Europe when teams like Real Madrid got 14 and teams like Liverpool got 6? I mean, bro, you just open the door. Yeah, you finally able to step into the party, but guess what? You spend all your hard work money just to open the door. Now you in there, you can't even buy a bottle. Now you look soft still. Now you look soft. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's obviously you're gonna be in the background of a few pictures and you know what I'm saying, a few snaps and you know what I'm saying, stories and that. But bro, you wasn't doing nothing in there.
Bro,
Look at that final. Savage, don't laugh, bro.
No, I'm laughing.
You know what I'm talking about. Bro. Look at that final. Liverpool 3-3 comeback.
Bro,
Slap him man up.
I'm laughing because
that's a final.
I'm laughing because I genuinely did not expect you to have this response, bro. I thought you were gonna
tell
us.
Bro?
I thought you were gonna say stop bantering them, bro.
Bro, when have I not chosen violence, bro? What are you talking
No,
about?
because listen, I'm probably wrong, but I don't recall you bantering City like that. I don't recall it, bro.
You know what?
Nah,
You know what is the Mary? I think Savage expected what you just said to come out of my mouth, bro. I think
Yeah,
that's
I did. I expected Enz to say what you just said. I did. I honestly did, bro.
nah, nah, you know what it is? I wasn't gonna say this, but then you mentioned the fans. Once you mentioned the fans, it hit me. I'm like, yeah, that is weird. We should let that slide. You men are in a final, and the fans are just like looking around, like, yeah, what do we do now? That's right, nothing. You've won nothing as a fan. Think about it. Batman putting 3 trophies up in there. All right, calm. And then what? No, and then what? Seriously, and then what? Where you go from here, Batman? You go from here. What are you gonna really pull up to me and tell me about your one Champions League trophy that you've been trying to get for 7 years? That you've been favored to win for 7 years. You just got it.
Yo,
We've been winning Champions League without being favorites, fam. We're winning Champions League and come like 8th and 5th.
I can't lie, bro, but I didn't expect the roast of Manchester City when I told you to speak, bro.
Nah, but Savage, what I'm trying to say is I didn't think about roasting them until you mentioned the fan. Had you kept it about the players, it would have been more
I couldn't know
congratulatory.
because
Like,
it comes as a whole football club, and it. See what
yeah, but bro, one of these
Cav
fans,
said
bro.
is what I have when I watch Manchester City. So it's nothing to do with bantering and stuff. I when the game finished, I was speaking to 12th man, and he was getting wound up that they won, innit?
No, you take a memory from this final. What's the memory you're taking from this final?
Lukaku.
Okay, so it's not even the champions. So you win it and you have no memories.
No, because for me, there was only 2 players who played good in both games. Like the Inter Milan goalkeeper and John Stones. Everybody else is average to me. Like everybody was average.
So how they gonna remember this final? That's what the fans were standing in this final going. I don't remember anything. The game was so dry it had no taste.
So everyone just chose silence. Psychedelic said, "Pac-Man, how long is it going to take City to reach 6 Champions League trophies? I'm guessing 25 years."
Yeah, that's the point. Savage, you open a can of worms like, what can we banter him about? Bro, we can do 5 shows on bantering City.
Big up, K.
But anyway, ends, I'll let you go. No, ends, I'll let you go. I'm taking up too much time, bro. Sorry, guys. I apologize. It's a lot to say there, Savage. That's all I'm saying. Your question requires a lot. I'm sorry.
Ends?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. As I told you, brother, I was sitting around the table with 6 beautiful ladies, bro. That was what I was on instead of sitting there watching this dead team in the Champions League. I didn't watch a game. And look, I'm not gonna banter them, but they deserve to win the game. They scored the goal to win, and they played very well throughout the tournament. So hats off to them. But to your question, when you said, are we gonna now accept them at the table? It's one, bro. That's like saying, do we accept Aston Villa and Nottingham Forest at the table? If that's what you're telling me, because they've won a Champions League, if that's what you're telling me, then that's cool. I'll accept them at the table. But in terms of in the Premier League, they're doing their thing. Can't knock them with that. But as what Zabir, it's taken them 7 years to win a Champions League, all that money invested, been the favourites, bought the best player in the world in terms of the striker, and they assembled one of the best squads. They have got the best squad. Hats off to them. But it's taken them that long to win it. And then in the manner that they've won it, it was boring as hell, bro. I think the only thing I've seen is a highlight of when the ball gets cut back and Rodri's side foot in the back of the net. That's it. And normally, bro, and I'm not doing the bias thing where it's not my team, because I normally sit and watch regardless of whoever else is in the final. Bro, I honestly didn't have the time. I was just like, nah, bro.
Ends is telling the truth still, because when I think we spoke to him at half time. It was at barbecue and that, and he's like, I don't know, man. And this is what I'm saying, bro. It sounds like I'm taking the piss at it, but I'm literally everything I analyze within the game. Like Pat-Man saying, you man a bit sad and bitter, but like I feel like within your message, you sound more bothered about. So you won the trophy. Why are you this bothered? If Liverpool fans are sad and bitter, that like if it's true, because you could, if for example we win the Champions League, and we won 2-3 years ago. If I come on a stream and then I hear Man City fans saying like, oh, whatever about Liverpool fan, I've not got time to. I'm not commenting saying you man are bitter and that, because in my head I'm laughing like I got the trophy, bro. But this is what I mean. It doesn't seem. What Cav said about no emotion towards them, it doesn't feel real, bro. Like the game finished, and then after I turned off the thing, it didn't feel like City had won anything. Whereas normally I'm used to when someone wins the Champions League, it's everywhere, bro. I go into any store, any shop, their faces are pictured on all the newspapers and everything's gone crazy. Every news channel is got it on, but nobody seemed to care, bro. So
it's to the point, Savage, that look, they're a top team, but they're not a big club. So that's the difference. If Arsenal won the Premier League, you would have been like, it would have been everywhere. You'd have been on every time you turn the TV off, you'd have been fed up. You go through Twitter, Instagram, whatever your socials are, whatever you use, even just type in football, and all of a sudden Arsenal champion. You're like, bro, I type in football. But Man City are a good squad. They're just not a big team, bro. And to your point, after the game finished, and you're like, the fan, they just didn't know what to do. Or I think, okay, let's flip it on the other side. It could be because they're used to winning trophies. It's kind of one of those things as well. The fans are like, it's another one kind of thing. So if you're playing devil's advocate, it's another trophy to add to the bag. We've already won 2. So
but it's the biggest one, though. That's the problem.
I know, but when you're serial winners like they are, you just kind of chalk it down as another trophy. Where they don't realize the stature of what the trophy is.
Yeah.
And that tends to happen to clubs that, like a rich guy buying all the latest cars. That for myself, I'm not a rich man. So if I get a Ferrari, I'm like, right, I'll look after it and I'll make sure I clean it every day. But there's one like, bro, the wheels are gone. I'll chuck that one away and get another one. That's how Man City treating the trophies that they're winning. They're like, nice, just put it in the back, man. We'll just put it in luggage. We'll take that home and we'll celebrate when we get there, and then we'll just go again next season. Yeah. They're just not used to. They don't have that. I don't know, man. They're not a big club, bro. They're a very good team. They're a big team, but they're not a big club. So
we're gonna have to pull that back, Torrance, because like Savage asked me a question, and I now realize it was a setup, and I got caught up in it still. Because you didn't ask me about like the game and stuff. You asked me like, yo, what can we banter him about? So all my response wasn't about the game; it was about the bantering piece, which is fine.
The game's pointless. The reason why they mentioned the game is because at the end of the day, I heard Grealish, Rodri, and Haaland say that they didn't play good in it. But let's be honest.
No, Bearman didn't play good still.
Yeah, but the reason why I didn't bring it up is because who cares? I don't care if Liverpool played good in the final and win. We didn't play good against Tottenham, bro. We were average. Like everyone looked tired. We had like 2-3 weeks off. You could argue Tottenham had more chances than us in the game. We just looked comfortable, though. You get me? So the particular final I don't care about. I think Enz's point is right though. Like big team, not a big club. And I think until they get to the big club stature, that's probably the reason why. Because as I said,
they're in the they're like, when you're playing like RPG and you have to grind the game to get to the levels. That's where they're at now, man. And they're in the grinding stage, collecting trophies, because at the end of the day, you have to put respect on any team that has like 20 plus trophies, including the big ones.
Of course, yeah.
You have 30 trophies and you ain't got none of the big ones. It's kind of like, okay, well, we see what you're doing there. You're cheating. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get 30 trophies and you got 5 of the big ones. It's like, all right, no, you've been around still. Club World Cup in that. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as being a big team, is what you said, Savage. They're in a grinding phase. So it'll take time. Chelsea was there as well. All of Chelsea's trophies came within like the last 15, 20 years or something like that. So Man City is doing the same thing. So, I think in the next 5-10 years, if they continue, they can be a big club in the next 5 to 10 years. I was in the airport yesterday and I see like 3 guys with the City kit on. I'm talking about 3 different City kits.
I agree. Chelsea's a good,
you know what I'm saying?
Chelsea's a good example, but I guess the only thing with Chelsea is that the league, I think, before they won it with Mourinho was 50 years, I think. But everything else, they were still about, and they were a Prem team for a long time. So everyone was so used to them at being that team that it didn't feel that weird when they started to win stuff.
Yeah, but we're only saying that now. 10 years from now, Man City would have been in the Prem over 20 years. So there will be,
Our next question
will be
how long would it take for them to seem as a... Because I was thinking the exact same thing. That's why, which we'll probably get onto, when there's argument about managers and longevity and stuff like that. It is a factor. You can't take it away. And I wouldn't argue against somebody with it. But at the same time, it's almost like if somebody comes in and does something in a shorter amount of time and leaves, what makes you better than them? Like, they didn't need to stay around for longer and do it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I think I never thought of this. I thought Pep was just there for the Champions League, and then he'll probably try to do it again, like a back-to-back, and then dip off. But the more I'm looking at the guy now, I'm like, Rock, there's a guy to freaking topple Fergie to be in, like in the Prem.
Did you hear his
And
comment
how,
about Real Madrid? He said we're coming for you, bro. We've only got 14 more to go.
bro, yeah, and the way he said it as well, it was almost like, bro, if you topple Fergie, bro, England is finished. Like,
Yeah,
I don't think there's another English manager to do what Fergie did, and then this guy ain't even from there, and he just come and rub that out like that. Violation still. But, bro, on to the finals and the players, man. Congratulations to him. My biggest disappointment was KDB. You know what I'm saying? Big champion for the guy in that. But big moments, man. I ain't got nothing for him. Matter of fact, big moments, I got nothing for these Belgians, man. So I think at some point we have to have a conversation about some of these overinflated, overhyped nations, man. Some of them ain't cutting it.
How did KDB play by in your viewing point?
nothing.
Bro, I don't want to be this guy, man, and nothing like that. But you was living rent free in my head. Nah, you was living rent free in my head during the game. Because every time he passed the ball, I'm like, was that intentional or he was aiming for a space and miss?
Nah, I didn't watch the game, bro, so I don't know in it.
Bro, the man pass. Bro, I don't even know how to explain it, bro. It's almost like you've played football and then you went on to work in a cubicle for 10 years and then you're running back out on the pitch, so you're trying to get back in the swing of things. You know what I mean? And then he pulled up in like 26 minutes. I'm like, bro, you shouldn't have been on the pitch. Man tried to do the Steven Gerrard playing through whatever he was playing. It didn't work though, bro. It was poor, man. Probably the worst game in his life, bro.
Nah, that World Cup game against Canada was the worst game.
I ain't really want to dig him up. I was just trying to like leave it right there.
Hey man,
like,
you told me to ask this question to the crowd, bro. If our Belgian ball is overrated, so I thought I'd ask, bro, because you know,
nah, they definitely are, bro.
There was a couple on each team, and obviously Lukaku was on the other team, and he's made himself a meme again, hasn't he? So when Zabiri asked the question backstage, to be fair to him, it sounds like trolling at the beginning, but when you actually take back to what he said and think of how Belgian footballers have been spoken about, and they're being called this golden generation and that, but haven't done anything at all. And now that golden generation is finished because that golden generation started with these players like Lukaku, Origi, Benteke, all these kind of guys in it, and now they're all fading out. So it's a real question.
Yeah, don't forget about Hazard, bro. Origi, bro. How you left on a free and man said you ripped us off?
Nah, there must have been a future deal along the line. You know when you just say, look, hold him, and in 2 years.
Zabiri, we heard final call, bro. Is that you playing? Man laughing, you know. Zabiri, is that you playing, bro? I want to check still.
Nah, man. Nah, I'm checking the thing. It says on time.
Okay,
but,
make sure, bro. You know what happened last time?
Yeah, did the sleepy Chelsea. No,
but yo,
to your question, Zabiri, you're asking it as them like the collective team, and when they play together, you're talking about as individuals. Because if you look
just Belgium ballers, fam. Because remember, Benteke, where was he? Was he at Villa doing the little knee slap thing? And I'm like, yo, Benteke is cold. You know?
He was cold at the beginning.
Nah. Yeah, he was cold, and then he got to Liverpool, and it was actually lukewarm. Bro. It wasn't that cold. And then isn't Batshuayi from over there as well?
Yep.
Yeah. But Chelsea ruined him because he was good before he went.
Nah, we're not doing this. No one, bro. You either got it or you don't. Nah, you either got it or you don't.
Fellaini and them, man, brother, and Vincent Kompany, he was a baller. Vertonghen, Alderweireld, Axel Witsel.
All I'm saying is, you name about, you can name 30 Belgians right now.
Yeah, isn't it?
You'll end up with about a handful at best that actually was consistent all the way through. Remember when Hazard was at Chelsea, man was like, yeah, nah, man, Hazard is cold. You don't even need to train. Don't go to Real Madrid, bro. Graveyard set. Worse than Bale. Never would have thought a man would be worse than Bale. Bale went there and played golf and still did overhead kicks in finals. So I'm just saying that you can't just blame things on teams, bro. You know what I mean? So I'm just deep in it, bro. Because in the final, I would say the two poorest guys on the pitch for both teams were the Belgians.
Here's a question from Big Up Jack, bro. Hope you're well, man. Big Up lads. Bob Paisley's 9-year spell at the club was special. One European Cup for City with all the league dominance they have, failed in Europe for me. Yeah, Bob Paisley was different, bro.
We won, I think, 19 or 20 trophies.
19 trophies in 9 years. Yeah.
And I think, what was that thing they said? It took, how long did it take Fergie to do that? It took him like double the time to win that many trophies at Man United.
Yeah.
Took him, I think it was like 17 or 16 years to win the same amount of trophies as Bob Paisley.
Hey, man. Well,
I didn't see Bob still, but based on the record, he was doing things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's bro.
Bob was cold still. I think, if I'm correct, Fagan won 2 Champions Leagues on it. Hey, man. You know what it is, man. Pep, innit? Pep disrespect.
No, man. Are you asking this question, bro? This is what you get for the Man City fans, because they want respect as well. We don't want it. We're not giving it to them, bro. This is what Pep's like. If I win Champions League, you man are gonna respect me, bro. No, man. Do something outside the box, man. Go manage a different team, man, and play the same football.
Nah. Now I'm gonna have to pull it back. Now I'm gonna have to pull it back.
That's how it's won 3 trophies. Respect us, behave, man. Shut up.
Nah. Now I'm gonna have to pull it back, because here's the thing. You can't tell a rich guy to go drive a Toyota to be normal. How about you get on his level? You see what I'm saying? We have to stop pulling these people down to our level so it suits our narrative.
Bro, because majority of the world ain't on their level. If you're talking about the 1%.
But then you can't call out the 1% for being 1%. Man. Just let them rock, bro.
Cool. Then you don't.
Nah, the guy's a serial winner.
Then you're the 1%. You man are the top echelon of whatever. You don't need our respect, bro. What's about what we think?
Bro, I'm just saying. The dude came to England and he's washing up all the English managers. The next best thing in England ain't even English.
Yeah, I know.
The coldest English guy to this guy coaching right now is David Moyes. All that England. There you go.
Oi. Moyes is Scottish too.
Bro, we don't differentiate over here, man. That's like saying Florida and New York. It's America.
Shit. Nah, man. Listen, I get it, bro. These men are they just want respect, bro. I get it. But respect is earned, bro. Like, you can't just be having the best things, go to the best schools, drive the nicest cars, and then you see a man and say, "Oh, you must respect me." Bro, you didn't work for that. Your dad did, bro. Shut up, man. Like,
nah, just keep grinding. That's all I'll say about Pep and City. Just keep grinding. It will come.
No, but this
it's just not right now.
This isn't based on Man City alone, bro. This is Pep. Pep is Pep.
Oh no, bro. Yeah, nah. This is, bro. He won at least 7 trophies in 3 different leagues, bro.
He's on about it from Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and Man City. He's won about 35 trophies, maybe.
Do you see when Pep? I think that the whole narrative of when, because your question is great, but the whole narrative of the respect part only changed when he left Barcelona. Because when he was at Barcelona, it wasn't, "Oh, you need to respect me." Football did talking. The players that he brought forward in the academy, the way he developed players and got them playing, that's what made Pep the guy. And as soon as he left, everyone's like, "Okay, cool, let's see where you go next." You go to Bayern. They won the treble the season before you went there. So there's nothing really you're going to go there and make a surprise about. You might go there and score a couple extra 30 goals. Yeah. Other than that, I can't respect you for doing the same thing the manager that they said was shit. You won the treble and they called him shit, and you've now gone there and won the treble. So what am I going to say? Then you go to Man City, and then the same thing has followed him, that same stigma of, no one really respect me at Bayern. I've come to City now. Well, you come to City with all the money, put top players there already. You still have to make the squad better. You still have to invent your own football and show them the way, and you still have to do what you need to do. Yeah. But you didn't have. It's not a difficult job. You didn't go. Okay, if you would have gone to Liverpool, right, after leaving Bayern and gone to that Liverpool team, you remember that team? Adam Lallana, Origi up front, Emre Can, Lucas Leiva. Was it Glenn? No, it might have been Flanagan, right? But if you would have came into Liverpool and took that team and then went boom, won trophies, people are like, nah, we killed it. And that's why we give Klopp so much respect, because we realized the team where he came in at, and he went, okay, cool, I need to replace these man and then to compete with the other guys. But when Pep came in, bro, he had everyone, bro. Like,
nah, man, don't do that, bro, because I always rated him. Bro, he had 10 guys on the out.
Does that mean
And he replaced him.
I can't lie. To Enz's point, the one thing that would never be true is the managers before him, Pellegrini and Mancini, were winning trophies anyway. So, the City team he went into, they didn't just win the league before that because Leicester did. They could have kept that team and won the league again. It was good enough to win the league. But does this mean that what would he have to do to be classed as the greatest manager of all time? And this is it can't ever be a fact because it's all subjective, isn't it? But he's already got the amount of trophies. And I feel like the Bayern Munich one done him in a little bit because he didn't win the Champions League then. If he did, he would have changed people a little bit. So his relief now is he was saying before himself, people keep saying I can't win the league without Messi. And he's like, that's right, I can't win the Champions League without Messi. And now he's won it. So I'm saying, like, what does he have to do? Because I don't know where you rate certain managers. And obviously the pages and stuff like that, of course, Liverpool history, loved them. Before my time in it. So it's hard for me to speak about that. But of my time and what I've seen while I've been alive, I'm wondering what he would have to do. Because if you ask me, the greatest manager while I've been alive is Mourinho. That's what I've always thought. But while Pep's still winning trophies, it's adding on to more stuff in it. So I wanted to know. Because obviously Mourinho got Inter Milan.
Before I go on a little run, Google how much trophy Pep has at City in his 9 years, because I'm pretty sure he's been there about 9 years.
He's been there 7 years. He's got
7 years.
About 20 trophies, something like that.
And we don't think that's impressive. We just think like,
I asked the question.
That's the question I'm asking, bro. Because I'm being honest with you, bro.
It's not saying
7 years. 7 years. The man got 20-something trophies.
It's not saying it's not impressive. I'm not saying that. It's the fact that I expect you to do that with the players you have and the style of football you play. So I expect that. So maybe other people, you might have to ask that to other people, and they might go, "Oh, well done." Yeah, cool, but I expect that, bro. You got the best strikers in the world. You had the best striker. Guerrero was the best striker in the world when he was at.
We cannot replace him. You
got Haaland now. You have Kevin De Bruyne. You have Bernardo Silva. You had Riyad Mahrez, one of the best wingers in the world, sitting on the bench. You got Grealish, one of the best. You had Sterling. The numbers he was giving out. Your centre backs, bro. You were just replacing them for fun, bro. At one point, until you got your the guy that everyone said was better than Trent. All this assist, tracking into midfield, whipping it outside of the foot crosses. He loaned him out to Bayern Munich, bro. Do you think Liverpool could Trent having a shit season and then we're just gonna loan out Trent to Bayern Munich and go?
Nah, but when you're doing that, bro, you're doing a disservice to your argument. Because here's the thing: no other manager is probably as ruthless and holds a higher standard of.
No manager apart from in the league has the money that he has to be.
No. But what you're making it about the money, bro. I've seen man hook man for doing step overs. You doing step over and getting bench and got nothing to do with money.
Do you not think if Moyes had that type of money, he wouldn't be ruthless? You wouldn't think,
I've seen Tuchel do that at Chelsea.
If
Tuchel put man on and took man off. It wasn't about money, bro. It's about standard.
But look at the squad that they have. They have money, but
and you don't have to have money to have standards, bro. I know you don't respect money in a certain regard, but you have standards.
This is football. It's not. This is the high level of football. Even if you have that standard, you can't go, he's my best right back, I'm going to drop him before principle and then play someone else. Because it's not a Sunday league team where, you only have to deal with like the parents or the other man them standing on the side. You have to deal with millions of people going, why are you dropping the best right back? Even though we all know his shit. You have to deal with
that's what I'm saying, bro. You can't say it's a higher level and then try to subtract money from it. It's a higher level because there's money involved. So what level do you want to discuss it at?
It's 12 trophies on the City, but the trophies are 5 Premier Leagues, 2 FA Cups, 4 League Cups, 2 Charity Shields, and that's his, and 1 Champions League, obviously. That's what it is.
Yeah, but
so 12 and 7.
12 and 7.
Yeah, but in terms of the point, though, he has the ability. If he doesn't like something, he can be ruthless and be able to replace it. We would say we want Klopp to be ruthless more often, but he's looking around going, bro, if I replace 3 men, I can only buy 2 men in or 1 man in based on what I'm going to be given.
I think that's all speculative. Like, I think there's more evidence to say.
Okay, let's use Joe Hart then. Joe Hart can pass the ball at the back. He was ruthless. He went and bought 50 million goalkeeper.
Well, to be fair, and as well, he brought he brought another goalkeeper, then got rid of that goalkeeper, and then brought
Oh yeah,
brought
he
Edison.
forgot about the middle guy that he bought.
Yeah.
As
Because
well.
he couldn't do it either. Jack says Pep, great manager, on record himself saying he's been lucky with the teams he's managed and players. Pep wins the European trophy with Hull City, then fair play and build a team like that up. Then we can talk.
Jack, great point, but I wouldn't even go that low. I would like a Mourinho thing. Mourinho's gone to Roma, even like someone where I go, okay, they have all right players, but they're not that great. So if you go there and you go and manage the budget, whatever you get, and then you go and do this thing, because I know the football won't be an issue.
Yeah.
Pep's football is world class. That will not be an issue. It's just the availability of then getting the players he needs to execute the football.
I agree.
And he's in a great position where he can execute the football because he has the finance behind him. So if a man goes, I don't feel like, acting up in the change room, cool, bye. I need another right back. But you think they're going to go and get some mediocre right back? They're going to go and get a top level one.
That's a fact.
So, and that's the difference. If Tottenham loses that, then man, they're getting Jed Spence. No, I'm not trying to diss the kid, but he's a young kid. That's what Tottenham are getting, Doherty.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah, I think this is right because
Liverpool getting Ramsey, bro, as a backup, bro.
Yeah, that's the expectation from Man City every year is to win the league with that squad. It's almost impossible not to win the league with that team. I think, if anything, that the team should be looking at themselves is teams probably like Man U, because Man U's probably spent near enough the same amount of money now. But me and my friend had this conversation on it, so I agree with what everyone's saying. To be fair, I think everyone's right in parts of what they're saying, and we were saying that like. If you come in, and it's not so much on Pep, but if you come into a team that is already, what were they, 1 year off winning their last Prem before he came in? So there was a gap after that.
Didn't they?
Yeah. So his first season finished third, and he was at Leicester.
Leicester won it that year.
Yeah, and then and the year before that, Chelsea. So if you come into a team that's already, I mean, you know what? While everyone's speaking, I'm going to get his first team up on that because I already know what Klopp's first team is. But I think there is a point to what you said, because me and 12 Man spoke about it after the game, and I was basically saying to him that like it's what Redbird said, where he said that Pep can afford to be ruthless. That's always been available to him. That's one thing that I will say, because no way could any other team do what they did with signing Ake and just keep him on the bench that long. Ake has been incredible this season, but before this season. And I said this to 12, and it would be interesting to see if everyone lies now. When we saw Man City's lineup, and there was a game when we're like, they're playing Ake instead of Laporte, or somebody like that, everyone was happy. Everyone was like, Ake's playing, or he might make a mistake. Now he's got to the point where he should be. He's had the time to develop. Fair play to him, because I think it's cold, bro. But they were allowed to do that. Liverpool, and I'll say Liverpool because the pressure don't just come from the board and the owners, it comes from the fans as well, bro. Now, you just take our fans, for example. Nunes just about got through a full season, and halfway through the season, man, were already telling to get rid of him. Gakpo got like to 4 games, and everyone said he was shit. And it was called him 007 after 7 because he didn't score any. And it was like, maybe we should get rid of him. Ramsey has had like 13 minutes for Liverpool, had to have surgery. And man are like, let's buy a new right back and just get rid of Ramsey because we don't know about him at all. So, but we can't afford that. We can't afford to do that. So it's not so much against Liverpool versus City. That's the example because we're Liverpool fans. But there is a point to what you're saying. I agree, because you can go through the amount of players, like they brought Carl Walker in. Like there was about to spend 50 mil on fullbacks at the time. 50 mil now don't sound as bad because Ben White's been bought 50 mil, but 50 mil then 7 years ago was big monies, bro.
No, I think we're doing the counting pockets thing, bro. Stay in your lane, man. Listen, money is not our lane. Ruthlessness isn't Klopp's lane. Money is City lane. Ruthlessness is Pep's lane. They go together. Because one of the philosophy I read about him is, I told man, football is a revolving door sport. You don't get man in and keep man for 6 to 10 years. When you keep man for 6 to 10 years, bro, it's about performance. And not a lot of professional players can go 6 to 10 years at that level. It's a high level, bro. So competition is always there. So you have these men at Liverpool, you're like, give him an extension, give him 1 more year. Nah, bro, get him out. There's better and younger, more hungry players out there. Get the hungry man in. Don't try to build a squad and build unity and the kumbaya and the fans and the culture, singing in the pro. Bro, that's all great, but that's not what winning is about.
Okay, so the team was Bravo, Stones, Otterbein.
Oh yeah, I've got it. Yeah, I'll put
Go
the
on.
thing up still. Let me throw it on the screen. Load up, bitch. What the fuck, man? Let me move that thing from the bottom.
Bro, fucking hell.
It's from his first game. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Caballero's meaty still.
Yeah, but that's just because in that game he played him, bro. He had Bravo.
Nah, bro, that's wild, man. Caballero's meaty.
Sanya,
But look at the consistency. Look at man like KDB in there.
To be real, let's be honest, bro. I can hear in your voice, man. You're trying to pick at straws to make that. Bro, that team was better than everyone's team. It was better than everyone's team, bro. Because let's not get it twisted. What people haven't realized is that's the starting lineup, bro. You do know Company and that's still there.
Yeah.
Like he's on the bench, bro. Like these men are still Company and Bravo and that's still there.
Savage, do me a favor. Can you show the Liverpool starting 11 on Klopp took over?
Yeah.
Nah, but what's the point though of this is what I'm getting at, because it's like we're comparing two different entities, bro. Like we're not on that level financially, and we don't need to be, bro. It's 11v11.
You have to compare the entities though, because
because bro,
my question was: is Pep Guardiola the greatest manager of all time?
Yeah, bro, because he's able to do it at the highest level. Barcelona, everyone dreams. Most players dreams of playing for your Barcelona. Germany, the highest thing over there is Bayern. When you come to England, Liverpool fans would love to say the biggest club in England is Liverpool. And we have a history to show that. But in today's day, the biggest team in England is City. It was City when he came there. City was on the verge of being the biggest thing. I'm not talking about biggest thing history-wise. I'm talking about biggest thing in the moment. They were on that verge.
The biggest when he took over, I think.
No, but Pellegrini and Mancini, they basically was ushering that big team energy, trying to chase that big team clout. Like, yo, 2012 and beyond, it's Man City. But they're like, nah, we need a guy to take us to the next level. And I don't think Klopp goes to that City team and made them into what they are today. I don't think a lot of managers made them into what they are today. The only man for that job, based on pedigree, was Pep, bro. So, Eds, I hear the money talk and all that, but I'm saying there was only one man that can do what City's been doing, and it was this guy. And we can't rub it out by saying, oh, it's because of the money. Bro, he was the only guy. You seen what he did with your team, bro. We know you're a big Barca fan. We seen what he did with your team.
Yeah, but that was based off of Rijkaard before that as well. And then he came
No, but what I'm trying to say is when you look at what they're going for, and that's what I'm saying, Savage, don't compare the two. Please don't, because it's about what are you going for. They're looking like, yo, how can we put a stamp? Even if it's for 10 years, how can we make a good 10-year stamp? Which manager do we take on this project and give this project to? Bro, they look at what the man did at Barca, look at what he did at Bayern, and goes, no, we'll trust you with this, because they didn't trust Pellegrini, they didn't trust Mancini with it. I was like, yo, we trust you with this, bro. You're the guy to put a stamp in England for us. And he did that.
Do you know what that was down to? Because of the pedigree of the managers as well. Pellegrini is a good manager, Mancini was good, but they wasn't on the same level as Pep Guardiola at the time. His style of football, he was like the new age type of manager that was coming in with that tiki-taka stuff, and you know he kind of upgraded it from where Rijkaard kind of left it at Barcelona, and then he was a lot more fluent. Players were interchanging fullbacks were flying forward, so they needed that type of manager as well. Plus, they needed a manager where if this guy bids for you, you're gonna want to come. And this is what the same thing I say with like Newcastle as well. Eddie Howe he's a very good manager, but he's a stopgap guy because players going to be like, oh well, Newcastle going to pay me the money. But the manager won't have that pulling power, in my opinion.
So based on the question, that's what I'm saying is, bro, he's done his thing. But I think like the money piece is kind of erasing it because, bro, Tuchel had money. No, but Enzo, what I'm saying is a lot of other managers had money, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and they haven't been able to make the impact. It's a difference between, oh, it's just because of the money, and it's like, bro, is it just because of the money? Because when you're saying it's about the
Just
money,
because
it's
of
almost
the
like
money.
you're saying, no, no, that's not what you're saying.
No, but I've not once said it's just about the money. What I've said is football is great, it's world class, but I can't look over the factor of if for him to be ruthless as he is, because if he was at a club that didn't have the financial power that they do, he wouldn't be as ruthless as you think he would be. Because if he's looking at his bench and he goes, okay, he's my best right back, and then I look and I've got an under 18, and I'm right, they're not going to really give me the money to go and buy another man for the next two. I'm not going to be able to get 50 million, 60 million to go and spend on another right back. I'm either going to make the right back I've currently better, or I'm going to have to make sure this youth guy that I might have to trust in the future becomes better. So I have to do the coaching side of it. But he's never had to do that, because if he goes, that right back ain't cutting it, cool, I need a new right back. Boom,
Bro,
next.
he did it without a striker. Remember when he went for Kane? He was like, "Yo, I'm not giving you
Bro,
120. We'll just win the league with no striker."
Bro, yeah, Jesus that he bought for 50 million or 60, whatever it was.
Nah, it was 40 million from him.
He weren't
Yeah,
20
that's
million.
one thing I'm not having from City, that winning the league without
Why
striker.
they
That's
didn't have a
bullshit, bro.
striker, bro?
Because that's like Liverpool, bro. Who was our striker then?
Nah, but Jesus wasn't available throughout the whole season.
he was.
Window was
He
in
was
the
on the
no,
bench.
no, 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 no. No, he wasn't available the
Bro, he
whole
was
season. I know you guys don't watch the games, bro.
No,
Check me out at the parade still. I'm gonna be in the parade still. I'm just saying, but
He played.
listen, man.
All right, so this is okay. Look, this is his first. That's his Man City team, innit? He took over.
Yeah.
This is his Barcelona team. He took over.
Oh shit.
Let's just pretend that front six don't exist, innit? And then this is his Bayern Munich team. He took over.
Yeah, brother. The season after he stole Lewandowski, bro. Did a pussy off.
So I'm with you, bruv. The thingy doesn't take away. Money's not the only factor. Of course, it's not, because what I think is the factor is, though all those teams that have shown you would have won the league again, and they would have won trophies again, and they possibly would have won the Champions League again without Pep. What I think Pep has added is, I think the dominance comes from Pep. I think that's where it happens. I really believe so. So of course he adds to that team and he makes the players better as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I do believe that the dominance is from him. I guess that's why, because I always like to ask this question and not come from a biased standpoint. So I want to see what other people are going to say. And even just judging off when the chat are talking, it just sounds like, yeah, like you've walked. Every team has walked into them. Was there a better team in the world at the time? Like in England,
walked into them.
So in England,
let's ask a different question. Was there a better manager going to that team than him?
Well,
I think that's a fair question. The team is the team.
No, it's a fair question, but to what end said, the managers had already won the trophies before he got there. So I'm not telling Pep not to take these jobs, by the way. I'm not one of these people saying that he should go and manage like whoever, because of course he's a manager. He's going to want to manage whoever wants to manage it. But I'm just saying that what N said, it was right, bro. If you check the seasons before he got to them teams and that, like, it's not like Bayern Munich weren't losing the league like 14 times before he got there, and then they just won the first title and that, bro. You know what I mean? Barcelona, Bayern, and Man City by your own words, just they were all the best teams in their country, all of them.
No, bro, Bayern won the treble this season. And they sacked the guy because apparently he didn't. It was the gap by how we won. They weren't. I'm like, bro, he won the league. They're like, nah, man, get Pep in.
And obviously, it's unfortunate. Well, it's not unfortunate because he doesn't have to prove anything. It's unfortunate that because before,
I'm gonna ask the question again. Still, sorry to cut you, man.
He was at Barcelona B in it, so that means his whole professional managerial career, he's been at the best teams, bro. That's a fact.
But that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna beat Barcelona being the 1%.
Barcelona B, by the way, are the best team in the league behind them.
Yeah. The question I'm asking is, the man started his career at the top. Not a lot of men gave him considered for the B team for Barcelona. You know what I'm saying? And that's where he started. And then from there on, man's just been creme de la creme. Every team he went to, the question is, the manager he replaced, was he a higher caliber than that guy? And when that guy was leaving, was there a better manager than him? Because if the answer is no, then what are we even talking about?
all you could say is
When he went to City, who was who was the better choice going to City? Let's work backwards.
Or you could look at it this way, Zabir. Every time he went into a job, he took over the best team, so he's always gonna look good. You can always look at it.
No. It's not about taking over the team, bro. You have to be qualified. Who else was qualified for the job? And was he the best candidate
for the Barca job?
Yeah, loads of people are more qualified than him for the Barca job, of course.
No. We're going to Barca. That's where he started. But he earned and proved his stripes there, right? And your friend, did he earn his stripes there? Did he earn his stripes there? Yes or no?
He still took over a team that was already winning trophies regularly.
Bro, you're talking about where the man started. I'm talking about where he is now. Was there a better manager for the City job?
Oh, there was plenty of a better job.
No. Who was the most qualified guy for the City job?
Well, at the time.
Yeah, then
He was the only one that was available at the time for them.
All right, only one available. Going to Bayern. Was there a more qualified guy and a better pedigree manager than him?
Oh, he left Barcelona. He just came off of winning 6 trophies.
So basically, you're not saying no, you're not saying yes. You're dancing around it, bro. I can't knock Gerrard for his first job.
I'm just saying you can look at it another way. You can look at he got his in at the best club in the world at the time. He did improve them in terms of the way they play football. He didn't improve the football in terms of tiki-taka because Rijkaard was already playing that style. But he improved it based on the speed and then the attacking fullbacks, Dani Alves and Jordi Alba when he got him in. But then, at the time, because he was at the top club, everyone's going to be like, you're the top manager because you're at the best team in the world. So if you come off of the back of that, you can look at it as, oh, you're up there because your team is that good. Then we can just give you that job. If you're talking about he was dead shit and then he got the Bayern job, then your argument would stand. But he wasn't shit. He was already at a top club with good players. So then off the back of that, everyone's like, okay, you're at the best club. That means you should be the best manager then. So that means we'll give you the opportunity to manage one of the other best teams in the world. Come off the back of that one, the team already won 6 trophies. 3 trophies that year when he came in at Bayern. So surely you could have gave the other manager you'd say is a top manager as well. Why did they sack him? They didn't need to sack him. He already won all the trophies, bro. Why would you? Because they didn't.
Technically the trophy was 4 to be won. Still, they only won 3. Not good enough.
Okay,
so I'm talking about standards. The 1% standards, bro. It's not something we can understand.
Okay, to my point, Pep still came in and did the exact same job the other guy did.
Good morning again, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
and then he was like, yo, greener thing is in Manchester.
Yeah, because the money made sense, bro. That's whatever way you look at it, bro, the money made sense, bro. Yeah, man.
Am I the only one? Because I see that like every time people do like the greatest managers of all time, and obviously it's subjective. Everyone can answer what they want. A lot of people always like I think it's Captain Saldo said, Ferg. Well, I can't remember where it was. Oh, he said Paisley number 1, Fergie 2, and Pep 3. Am I doing? I know it sounds like I'm a hater, innit? But I'm not. Am I the only one who doesn't put Fergie there? I think like.
Do you know what it is, bro? It's hard not to when it comes to the Premier League because that's the league we watch football in terms of that's the team, that's the league and he won it 13 times and then he's won the Champions League twice. I think it is twice.
Yeah, but
I might have to jump on this flight, but I want to let you guys with something, bro, and digest it properly as well. Fergie's only in there because of that same British thing I was telling you, man, about. Here's the thing. No one is saying Fergie had all the money. No one brings the money convo to Fergie.
I do.
He definitely had the money.
I do. Savage. I was just going to say that was my point. He's literally...
Nah. Certain man over there biting up his lips in that. I'm saying, no man is talking about Fergie money and Fergie time.
When I was growing up, until Chelsea came along, nobody had as much money as Man U, bro. Nobody. And I said this to 12 man the other day. Fergie's the only player I knew at the time that could just go, that's your best player. I want him. Fulham, Van der Sar, mine. Saha, mine. Henrik Larsson, Celtic, mine. Sporting, Ronaldo,
Savage.
mine.
Add this to the list. Ref says 2 minutes. Fergie's like, yo, big man, here's this envelope. Make it 6 minutes. Extra time went from 2 minutes to 6 minutes. Bro, I've never seen so many. Bro, remember the last World Cup? Extra time means 15 minutes in that. Fergie invented that.
Game I've seen where the referee blew the whistle to end the game. Game's done. So when the referee goes, blows the whistle 3 times, done, game's done, every man's walking off. Then he goes, I need to check VAR. Oh no, you just said the game was done.
No, let me give you one. Let me give you one in the Fergie era. Evra handed the ball because he thought it was foul. Ref didn't give the foul. He then got up, kicked the ball in the goal after he handed it on the pitch.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, but you men are gonna cut down Pep. You know why? You don't want to cut down Sir Alex Ferguson because man been 90 by the
I
Queen.
remember, I remember
Nah,
when,
you might need to cut it out.
remember for
Nah,
Tottenham
that's
when
a you, man, bro.
I think it might have been Mido or someone like that, or one of them man scored from the halfway line against Man U, and
Oh,
the
yeah,
ball went way over the line, bruv.
and then
Tim
when
Carroll and that. It's like, nah, it's not a goal, bruv. I'm like, what?
the linesman was standing there.
Continue boarding process. I was welcoming our.
Like, man's in the goal, bruv.
No, but back to the original point. Obviously, with the
Yeah.
obviously the respect part about Pep, and also is he the greatest manager? Look, he's one of them because obviously we can't knock him. He's won the big trophies wherever he's gone. But in terms of the respect piece, and I think this is the problem with Man City fans and and Pep himself, he's not getting the respect. He's like hearing how people talk about Mourinho, that same respect. How people love Klopp and the way that his aura is. So he's like, raw, like Klopp ain't as good as me in his own opinion, which he's justified because he's won more trophies and whatever. But he's like, how come you man are rating these man and they're not doing what I do? And that's because Mourinho's gone to a team like Roma. When Mourinho went to Chelsea, yes, they did have money, but he actually built the team.
Yeah.
He came in and gone, I need to get this, and get all these players in, which is fine. But Mourinho, when he's gone other places as well, he's traveled around the world and gone and done it. And he's taken over like shit teams at times.
Yeah,
bro.
that Porto and Inter one, bro.
Yeah,
People forget that, like, you didn't that when he won the Champions League for Inter, they won everything that season. It's not.
He played ruthless football that year, bro. With them old men, bro. That's bare old man just
old men, bro.
sit deep, and we'll just let the young kids just run.
Yeah,
And
Beja makes a good point. Still, this is a thing between football fans, and don't get me wrong. You can caveat stuff with just saying I didn't watch it, but history is history, innit? And people do act like football was invented when the Prem started, innit?
2010, apparently, Man City fans anyway.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, they do, man. You know what football? I can't lie, bro. I know it's deep in it, but you know what football fans remind me of, bro? You know how people think that black people started that slavery, bro? Like, they don't.
I said there's no history past that history.
All right, bro. In school, bro, them man never spoke about black people before slavery, bro. It's like, it's just like that's where we started.
Yo, listen, man, you man are killing me. But all I'm saying though is when people bring up the money, man, I think it goes away from the sport. Like when Fergie had the money, all right, maybe we weren't woke back then. No one was talking about the money. You see what I'm saying, Savage? Now everyone is woke.
I think.
No. But now we can follow the money. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Social media, we can see the money more. It's like, yo, money net spend. We never seen Fergie net spend.
Zabir, can I use a FIFA analogy then? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you like to take over those lower end teams and build it up and then do the thing. I rate you because of that, because that's hard work. You're trying to do your thing. You knock down man them that go like don't want to mention my guy, but you already know.
No, my man said he did the takeover always.
Takeover and did the thing. And you was like, no, I don't respect that, bro. That's the same hat I'm putting these two men in. Like, I'm putting you in the clock. You're the clock and my man's the Pep. Who do you want me to give the respect to? The man that starts off at the low and then build the team up around dominate.
What you're saying is no one take offense. If you take offense, then obviously you've been cheating on it. But you're saying that Pep is the guy that brought 50,000 subscribers. He made it to 1 million though, but he started on 50,000, and then the man who started from 0 subscribers and got to 100,000. Everyone's like, "Yo, we rate you for the 100,000." I'm like, "Yo, why you not rating me? I'm at 1 million." Yeah. But you started on 50 still. The algorithm, you know what I mean?
You got help along the way, bro.
Listen, bro. Listen.
It's like,
Listen.
There was a game mode, right? You could make all your players 85, and then you could play.
Yeah.
Who's better than you? It wouldn't be because this man had an 89, this guy had a 90. Everyone's 85, so now it becomes: are you good tactically? Are you good at the game, or am I good at the game?
Exactly.
Am I good at the game tactically? And then you can fizzle out the guys, and that's why. No offense to the Ultimate Team guys, that's why I don't rate some of these men, because you have special.
You was talking to me about your Ultimate Team the other day, bro.
Yeah, but listen, I still have to talk, bro. But some of these
bro. After what you talking about Ultimate Team, bro, you're disqualified from this conversation.
Here's the point, Zabiri, though. These Ultimate Team done, right? For instance, you said money don't matter, but to these man it does, because these men can go out there and invest their own money into cards, get the best players, and then go and play everyone and slap them and go, "Oh yeah, I'm great, I'm this, I'm that." No, bro, it's because
you are right, because when I'm sitting there with my perfectly constructed goal team that I earned the money off winning games, the man just said, "I just spent £200 on FIFA points." Said what? What you're
Just
Alisson better than my
£200
Alisson,
away
bro?
on FIFA cards.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what my man was doing with his right back. So
I will agree with you still, because like I said it to 12 after the Champions League game, innit? I said the perfect analogy for me, because obviously I'm from the like fitness world and that, bro. It is literally as the bodybuilding competition, the Olympia, bro. Obviously, man, them take steroids on it, bro. But it's like, man, it's like you still have to have the best genetics in it. But if the guy with the best genetics took steroids to start off with and that, bro, and then he's like, yo, Savage, you need to lift heavier weights. How come you're not as big as me? I'm like, bitch, you was taking steroids for 5 years, bro. What do you mean, bro? It's like, yeah, but I'm still in better shape. Like, okay, I get that you know how to train properly, bro, but you started off on steroids, bro. You got a head start on me, bro.
Man's in the gym every day, 5 hours straight, and then telling
bro.
me, like,
no recovery time. Yeah, man. Question from Jack still. Where do you guys rate Arsene Wenger? I think he's disrespected as shit. I can't lie, bro.
I think he changed the whole. Obviously, he changed the diet in terms
changed everything, man. Yeah, man.
A lot in terms of the Premier League, and I'm glad he's. What board is he on? Is he on like the UEFA
Champions League board? Yeah, I thought it was on the UEFA Champions League board. No, I rate him. I think, and this is what I'm trying to say, man. When we're doing the comparing thing, it's not fair because you can be a pioneer for, let's say, you invented 4-3-3, right? Yeah. And then another guy comes in and he runs 4-3-3 with inverted right backs when your fullbacks is doing the overlapping thing. And my man come and do so. Like there's facets to the game that we can just all appreciate and respect. Mm-hmm. And when I look at City, I don't think, even though we have no record of this or way to prove it, I don't think another manager comes in and have the same level of impact as Pep, with or without the money. So I do respect Pep for that. Wenger, Arsenal fan, I used to want to fight Arsenal fans. I don't even got beef with it. But the football there was playing, and we have to respect man for that. So Fergie, bro, we respected him with the brown envelope setting. Fergie time and that. Getting knighted by the Queen and that. We respected him. We was like, yo, we can do.
I've always sounded like a hater with Fergie because I have no respect for him, bro. I don't even care, bro.
Savage, listen, when he was at United,
call him Sir Alex,
after he left, no. After he left, I gave him the cert, and you know why? Because I looked what he was able to accomplish over the years. And I'm pretty sure we can bring up some charge and some men will confess certain things now. But what I'm trying to say, when he was there, I hated him with a passion. After he left, I was like, no, man, fair to you, respect. You got that. You can't take that off you. And it's the same thing with Pep. Yo, fair play, man. You got that. With or without the money, bro, you got that. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen man with money didn't get nothing. David Moyes had all the money at his feet, and he went and brought Fellaini from Everton. I don't know why he did that. He had all the money in the world, fam. He had all the money in the world, bro.
But here's the problem, Zabiri. Great point, but he came up without it, so he doesn't know how to spend it. But the man them that always used to have
well, thank you. That's what I wanted you to say. Bro, when you know what $1 is worth, you spend $1 on what $1 is worth. Bro, you give a crack at $1, bro. Man, gonna try to get like three small racks.
If you go watch David Moyes on the podcast he done 6 months ago, he pretty much said that like he didn't have control of the transfers. You're not forgetting as well. David Moyes. David Moyes was Man U manager for 9 months, bro. It ain't like they give him some great chance, and he came off the back of all of Fergie's old players that were broken down, bro. Remember, Fergie ran that last team into the ground. Nobody rates that team that won the last Premier League for Man U. Even Man U fans don't, bro.
Yeah, I don't think that team could have won another year.
Yeah, when I ask all my friends and that who are Man U fans about that, they're like, "Nah, we were shit, bro. I don't know how people let us win that." That was when Makeda in that squad, bro.
Yeah. Wait, didn't they have Anderson?
Bro, I'll tell you why they won that league. Van Persie, bro. One man. Van Persie won that league, bro. So
Arsenal gave it to him still.
Yeah. So then, to be fair to Moyes, bro, and I don't like Moyes back then either because he come from Everton, innit? So, but when you look back, I'm like, okay, I don't. The reason why the money talks, bro, and I'm not whinging about it, bro, but all the teams that I know with money have won stuff, bro. So when people say like, "Oh, I know people who had the money and didn't do anything with it," who?
Oh no, I got a few names.
Every Chelsea manager money and won stuff. So that's one sense.
I mean, we're gonna credit Tuchel for the Champions League that he was already in. Is that what we're doing right here? Because if that's what we're doing, I gotta go on my flight. Now I gotta go on my flight.
He took over from Lampard, bro. So I'm not talking about that.
In like January when they already qualified for the knockout stage.
Yeah. But that's the thing.
What did he win since?
No, but again, bro, with Chelsea, bro, they don't give managers time in it. He took over halfway through that season, and then he had another year, and he was gone, bro. And let's be honest, bro.
But what did he win in that year? What did he win in that year?
But this is where it gets silly, bro, because there's only a certain amount of trophies you can go for. Let's not forget, bro. Chelsea was still really good that season, bro. We had to
wait. Wasn't it that year that we beat them twice in the cup?
Yes, on penalties, bro. So, like, that is how close it was for Chelsea, bro, of winning more trophies. So let's not. That's why I didn't understand why they sacked him, bro. If they kept Tuchel, bro, we would have won another trophy, bro.
Nah, they sacked him because they was using that to hype him up over Klopp, and it backfired.
Imagine Tuchel with the amount of money they now spent in this league. Bro.
You know how hard it was to beat that Tuchel team, bro. Like their defending was mad. We had to get to penalties to beat them, bro, in both tournaments.
And they created enough chances to beat us.
Of course, they did. Lukaku, Mason Mount, and Pulisic, bro. They should have won the game, both of them. So I don't really know because Conte went to Tottenham, wanted money. They didn't give him that much, but yeah, he got.
What is the barometer? I seen a good shout out to Stefano. Great point, bro. What is the barometer for a lot of money? Because if we're going about Liverpool, as in the no money, bro, teams have spent way more than us and still trophyless.
Okay, but to your question, what is a lot of money? The ability to swap any player you want in your team at any given moment.
There's only like 3 teams that did that, to be fair.
And one of them is Man City, the one that you're talking about. So
yeah, but then the other one is Chelsea, who had an oligarch, and I didn't know how powerful oligarchs was until Russia did the madness.
Yeah, but that's powerful for them to keep sacking their managers. You know? One decides to.
But I thought it was like all business. It was fine margins. Just, you know what I'm saying, Savage? You know them ones. Just put on a lifetime payment plan.
Still, I see Ash finished his comment. Man said Pep Guardiola's football career ended with a 2-year drug ban. That's true. His Barca error now being investigated for payments to referees. His City team being charged with 515 charges. But I do rate Pep. The football's great. Right?
Nah, yo, Ash. Long live the Catalonia flag, bro. That man is on a different thing, bro.
I swear that's under the rug now, isn't it? The referee bribe.
Nah, it's not, bro. You know what's mad? I swear it's the Fergie thing all over again. When the guys win and they have money, yeah. When they leave, you respect what they've done, but why they doing it, bro? It's all kind of scams and Long live the secret society, the secret handshake, and the secret countries with the secret pins in them. Wow, man.
Big up still. Yeah, man. I could respect that statement.
What about this from Stefano? Some Liverpool fans think Klopp is at the Premier League table with Wenger.
No, not yet. Not yet.
It's not, because obviously Wenger's got 2 Premier Leagues. He's got an Invincibles. Mourinho's
main captain too. Also welcome to board of this time. General boarding.
Pep's got 5, and Fergie's got 13. So yeah, not yet.
In terms of competing, obviously, if they find out with these 115 charges, and maybe we would have won a couple more, then you could have had the conversation. We've got close with Brendan. Brendan should have won it that year. We let that one slip. Klopp's came twice, close twice, apart from the one he won. So we could have had 4, but Klopp could have had 3 in his tenure, bro. To be fair.
I don't know, man. I think Klopp is on the same level as Pellegrini and Mancini. I think they both got 2 prems. Until he get another prem, I can't put him. He's on my man's name.
Oh yeah,
he's on that Leicester guy level.
Yeah. I mean, don't call him the Leicester, bro. That's Claudio Ranieri, bro. That's a legend.
Yeah, right there. Nah, bro. Ranieri won stuff with Chelsea. I swear he won something.
He just got Calgary promoted to the.
Yeah, no, bro. So to N's point, that's a manager. You know what I'm saying? But yo, big up you, man, bro. I'm about to jump on this flight, man. Touchdown in the cheese state. You might need cheese in it, or you lactose intolerant.
No, I don't need cheese.
I'll send you some bison cheese in it, bison sausage in it.
Nah, I'm good, bro. That just
no sausage.
Hey, yo, make sure you, man, check the WhatsApp, yeah, because the last time I was in this cheese state, bro, KKK, man, pulled up on me, man.
Oh, listen.
Yeah, no, I'll check in with you, man.
Well, I don't know what you want us to do in the WhatsApp group from England, but okay.
I know, but bro, we got connect. We could have sent the calls in it. Easy trouble. Just say, yo, drop your pin. We'll send it to the police, bro.
Yeah, them Man City charges ain't going anywhere, are they? Shambles, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it sucks, man. It's one of those, bro. I don't even care anymore, man. I think I don't know. I don't know how long Pep's gonna be there, man. His contract runs out 2025. I think he'll leave after that still.
Stay when Klopp go. I think he just
Yeah,
wants.
that's what he's waiting. He doesn't want to leave Klopp behind, doesn't
Yeah.
it? He's like, nah, fuck am I leaving this Klopp guy behind to start winning Prems and that, bro? Nah, get him out of there, bro.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
when you
it's
leave,
funny.
I'll leave. That I can keep my legacy, bro. Your legacy will stand regardless, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, trust me. All right, man. Let's see what going in the transfer. There's not much though. Musa Dembele has been approached by several clubs after leaving Olympic Lioness. Free agent. Frankie de Jong, this is your one, isn't it?
Yeah,
I feel good.
this morning,
It's cool, man. I feel good at Barcelona as always. If it all goes to plan, I will stay at Barcelona till next season. You can never say it's 100% in football. You know what I mean? But I suppose I'll be at Barcelona next year.
Is he doing this conversation while he's away with the national team?
Yeah, bro. That's when he always talks, in it. Gundogan will make a decision on Manchester City future. Put the options, what they put up at the bottom of the screen. So Manchester City have offered 1 year extension plus one more season as an option. That's what we said about being able to be ruthless. He's been their best player, and they can just offer him a 1 year extension. It's crazy, bro. Barcelona offered them a 3-year deal. If I'm him, I'm going to Barcelona still. And then Saudi clubs trying to tempt him since January. Arsenal also interested. Don't let Arsenal get in, bro. That'd be stupid. Same with Bernardo Silva. Remains among the top targets for, I think it's PSG. Yeah. So be interested with. I think Bernardo definitely goes because he tried to leave when Sterling left.
Yeah,
Told him to stay on for another season and that.
You want to touch on the Gerrard one as well? He's flying out to Saudi as well.
Saudi, innit? Yeah, I was gonna say that, man. I didn't get it. I couldn't fit in the bottom of the ticker in it, but yeah, Gerrard going to link to one of them Saudi clubs. I think it's a terrible move. Good for a move for him, money and family, but for football, no. Liverpool do not want to be dragged into a bidding war with Premier League elites over the signing of Romeo Lavia. Sources said to the Reds have made contact with his agent stuff already, but I think Chelsea's interested at the moment. We already know what Liverpool's like on that. We don't do bidding wars still, so we'll let you know what I go on. We'll lay it on the table, and if you don't want to come to Liverpool, you don't come to Liverpool. So very interesting. I do want to touch on the Saudi clubs a little bit. I mean, you spoke a little bit. Okay.
It's like what we were talking about is not happening, bro.
Yeah, I think this is what happens when
it's mad.
UEFA and FIFA are doing this corrupting. The Super League wasn't presented properly, but now Saudi's just like, we'll just make our own Super League, pretty much. And the thing is, they have the financial backing to do whatever they want, bruv. Now, I'm not here to tell football leagues and stuff not to be in the race for, wanting better leagues in your country. You should, bruv. It's worldwide, isn't it? But the problem is with what Saudi's doing in the Middle East, bro, this is going to ruin football forever, bro. I don't think people realize, because at the moment it seems like it's all the 35-year-olds and the 32-year-olds who are leaving, but they're all the biggest players in the world, bro. And not only are they doing that, they've got trying to get people like Zaha and stuff and that over there as well. Nobody can compete with their money when it comes to wages and transfer fees as it is. And it means that like they're gonna have that benefit over any team, anyone who they come into. And what will happen is they'll start taking the younger players as well, bro. And then what can clubs offer them? What if someone comes, if Al Hilal come in for flipping, oh no man, some young kid now, what the hell? You can't compete with them.
Yeah, I can't lie, bro. So you know what I mean? On the flu out there still.
No, that's what I'm saying, bro.
The wages are waging, bro.
They've look, Saudi doing the madness with boxing, UFC, and what they've done with that is the fact they've done it with UFC, but UFC and WWE are under the same category now, and WWE go out to Saudi like when we did that pay-per-view the other day, and then they tried to buy the whole PGA Tour from golf a week ago, and now they're in a joint venture. They're just buying sport, bruv. Now I know the reason why this is happening. They're quite smart with what they're doing in it. They don't want the economy of the Middle East being determined by oil and because it's been oil for so long, but obviously with the green stuff and everyone going electric and stuff like that. There's going to be less need for that. And now they're putting in sports ventures, and what that does is it offers them leverage on business deals and advertisements to go to all these different companies. Go, now we've got this team over here with Ronaldo, we got this team over here with Benzema, we got this team with Kante. You know what I mean? And listen, I know the transfer window hasn't opened properly yet. I'm saying we might see a bid for Salah, bro. Now, it doesn't mean he's going to go.
Yeah, don't scare me, bro.
But if you're thinking about faces, advertisement, and the fact it's in the Middle East already, where, bruv.
Yeah, bro. Listen, nah, man, Salah can stay where he is. Don't mention that again.
Because you know, the money is money in it. So football, you will get treated a certain way. You've got money and you can do whatever with your life. The Middle East is different, bro, because not only do you have the money, they treat you like a god as well, bro.
Oh, but at the same time, we saw when China tried to do this as well. I'm not obviously trying to compare their economies because obviously we know how
same thing did happen though. Yeah.
But the same thing happened and they kind of died down. They're still paying players over there like a ridiculous amount. I do believe, these are the conversations we kind of have in the background, and we're saying about obviously the 30-odd-year-olds will be the ones. Then we said that the younger players are going to be the ones that go next. And now I'm seeing a report coming up saying the Barla was a minute ago saying his agent hasn't had a conversation yet. I'm like, hold on a minute, bro. So if he then ends up over there as well, and then to your point, Salah, that could happen, bro. It might not happen this season, but it could be a next season thing. And then the other players on the back end, you know, the ones that are like, okay, cool, I'm going to retire in probably about 2 years. I might as well go and spend that 2 years. They accumulate enough money. Like even a Virgil van Dijk, he go over there with the stature this man has. He goes over there, a Ramos goes over there. Like it could.
Ramos is going to join his homie, bro. Because this is the thing, like I think people have in their head about Saudi Arabia that it's just sand, bro. Like they have in their head that it's not this.
Bro,
this place is incredible, bro. Like
beautiful place, man.
England can't talk to Saudi, bro. For the way you're going to be treated over there, you can't, bro. Listen, it's
and then Modric on his last year, Tony Cruz as well. They might as well go and get the final payday, depending on.
Both go, you know it's going to happen, bro. With how much money Kante's just been paid, and how much he's going to earn a year.
Benzema told Real Madrid the day before he's staying. The man saw the pay packet and he was like, no, listen.
Benzema had the cheek to say, "Don't believe you hear everything on the internet." And then I woke up and he was in a Saudi top, bro. I said, "Hold on a minute, Benzema, bro. You're trying to mug me off now, bro."
I thought we were going to see another one season in the Real Madrid thing.
Oh yeah, here's one. K's right. Mahrez,
yeah, that's another top player to go there as well.
Gary says that Saudi can have Carvalho. Nah, hey man.
Yeah, Gary, come on, man. That's not.
Hey, Jack, listen. My boy won't Salah up, bro. You know, like that, bro.
I saw a mad stat. So Hendo has one less assist than Paul Scholes, bro, and everyone rates Paul Scholes in the Premier League.
Hey, man. Hey, listen. All I'm saying is, when we have the conversation in the future, Gerrard, Lampard, Scholes, Hendo. Anyway, move on from there. You know, Jack said he will be the biggest signing. Yeah, this is Salah. I'm not joking. He will be the biggest signing. If they sign him, there's nobody bigger than him. Not in the stature he is, the fitness level he is. He never gets injured. He's a poster boy. He's in a Muslim country, and he's Muslim. Bruv.
Yeah.
It's a breakers, bro.
I'm just happy that he wants to go and try and win the Champions League and Premier League again before he decides.
Stefano, this is correct as well, man.
I've won this.
Yeah, Stefano is correct. I heard inklings of this from I'm not even trying to do the source thing and that, but I actually know Wagwan in boxing and it behind the scenes. I don't care too much, but there's a tournament about to go down, apparently, where they're just going to have them fighting each other and then the winner fights the other one in it. So it's going to be Wilder, AJ, Tyson Fury, and Usyk. You know what I mean? And that's gonna happen there as well. So no more Wembley Stadium big shows and that, bruv. It's long, bruv. The money's different. You know what I mean? This is it. Trying to government stop backing it. Exactly. Whereas this one, they don't need
it. They won't do it, man. They won't stop backing it. They want everything over there, bro.
Oh yeah, Bajan, I agree, bruv. It really doesn't. But that's the thing, innit? With all these things, it's not that it needs to happen. You just need to believe it's going to happen for things to change. That's why it normally works anyway. You know what I mean? So, Saudi's breaking it at the moment, and as I said, the transfer window is not officially open, bruv. And I can't count the amount of players that got probably 12, 13 already, bruv. And all of them are big players. The biggest players in the world. I don't see it changing, man. It's going to be interesting to see what happens going forward, bro. Because then we'll... I don't know. Do they have their own Champions League?
Bro, when they get the players,
Exactly.
this is stage 1, bro. Told you about my stages. Stage 1. When stage 2 and stage 3 kicks in, when they're able to acquire the middle, the 27-year-olds, the 26-year-old players, when they're able to, because players are going to be like, oh, I want to go over there. Benzema's there, Ronaldo's there, Modric's there, Toni
Just
Kroos.
wait. Kiesha and them man will be there soon, bro.
And then you never know. Messi, I know he just wanted to kind of go because he didn't want to seem like he's following Ronaldo. But I'm pretty sure these men offered him some madness to come and play.
Of course.
But because he's always been on that mad, because he's already had the life of having that mad wage of PSG, he's like, light work, and I'll go and play for Inter Miami and then see where it goes from there.
Well, I think he'll get shares in the club in the franchise.
Oh, yeah, he gets Apple shares in that, don't he?
You know, like 500 mil, but you know, nothing too special.
Yeah, pass that on to the
kids. And in Apple as well, but it's nothing, just something light. You know what I mean? As you do. So I can only imagine, bro, what's going to happen. It's literally changed football forever. No one's really realized it, and this is what you get, bro, because the Super League is here, bro. Everyone thinks it isn't. Super League will be Saudi Arabia, bro, and no one can do a damn thing about it either. So, unless we have a financial governance across the whole world in football where everyone follows the same rules, because Saudi don't have FFP, bro. So they'll just offer people whatever they want.
And you seen how they talk about these man their wage packet after tax. This is what they get in net after the year's done.
Yeah, that's what the thing they said the other day with Kante's money is like it's tax free, bro. I said what?
And net, bro, man's netting 100 million a year, bro. And with his injury concerns and in terms of he keeps getting injured, he obviously might stay fit. That, but imagine he only plays for 6 months of that season, bro. So he earned 100 million for playing. You say 6 months. How many games you probably play in 6 months? Probably like what, 20?
20, 16, something like that.
Yeah, so you play 20 games in 6 months, and you start all of them. Yeah, you probably will because you're going to be a big name over there.
Yeah. And his level of football is already better than everyone else's over there.
Yeah, so it might be mad. You might see some mad bro. I'm telling you, FIFA be ready.
This will happen, innit? Liverpool being owned by it'll be owned by somebody, innit? Qatar, wherever. Because what's happening is I think the last bid for Man U was 7.3 million on the weekend, and they said they're not offering anything after that, which I think they're going to sell. Then it will be Man City, Newcastle, and Man U owned out of here. Obviously, Todd Bowley's already got the big wage packet for he's from. He's not from Saudi. And then there'll just be Liverpool with FSG and Tottenham with Levy.
I think the only way that will end up changing if the fan base stand together and make that happen, because I think if it gets to a point where we're like, well, Klopp can't compete, and it won't be because he's not good enough, it's just because he can't get the players that he needs to get. It's because every time we go to offer for someone, they're like, well, these men are paying me 300 grand a week and you're trying to tell me 200.
Yeah,
I'm going to go and take the 300, bro, because, you know what I mean, they're paying what I need them to pay. And especially if you're talking about what's the cost of the player, they're like, well, he's a 60 million. Okay, hold 65. That's what Newcastle will do. We're like, nah, let's bargain down. We'll pay over 3 years. He's man like, nah, we'll just give you the 60 mil up front, bro. 65.
So basically what we're doing now is we're just hoping that the kids coming up are still passionate enough about football that they want to play football.
Not, bro. They're not.
I was about to say, because we're basically trying to hope that they're going to be passionate enough to want to play football for the sake of playing football. But for the kids who have got into football for money, they will leave at 18, bro.
What kid do you hear now talk about I want to go and win the Ballon d'Or?
None. I've not heard any.
They all want to talk about what car they can, because these men know as long as I get that blue checkered thing and I drive a nice car, I'm getting bare girls still, and I just say I play ball, bro. You seen them, bro? That's all these men want to do. Yeah, and if they get minutes, they get minutes. Because even in the you say the academy first pro, these men are on some ridiculous wage, bro.
The whole thing's gone like so far, man. We used to have like when you was younger, you'd have to be like a footballer's apprentice and wash his boots and that. But we've gone from that having to pay your dues and do the respecting and running around pitch doing laps for no reason to now just like shut up, bro. Who are you talking to? Jack, they can play in the Club World Cup because when the last one was on, the first couple stages of that had a couple of the Saudi teams in there. Yeah. I think they got to the semi-final actually. Dubai's like the next level super city, bruv. Have you? I don't know if you man have seen, and if you haven't seen it, go on YouTube and it. Have you seen the glass city they're making?
Yeah, bro.
What the
Yeah, the one that they're just trying to do that long city they're trying to do.
Yeah, bruv. It's like what the bruv.
They said if we build this, we can then put everyone on the planet within that city.
Yeah,
and I'm like, these men are telling us that there's no space, and these men are saying, no, if we build this city, bro, everyone on the planet can live here.
And the thing is, bruv, that man said it ain't even a concept. We are gonna build it, bruv. So as Guru said, we wouldn't be crying about money if we had money owners. Just keep in mind that LFC fans will be shameless if we get money owners. I don't think every LFC fan will be shameless. I think
we got a bit more pride than that, Zabiri.
Well, yeah, because the problem is, Zabiri, you'd equate that to the fact that at the moment I'm on the side of wanting to do football more of the right way than the wrong way. But I'm not protesting at the moment about FSG. So if money comes in, I'm not going to protest about money either. I'm just going to be where I already am. I'm not trying to be a dickhead, but I literally know my place as a football fan. Why am I getting worked up about that? I can't affect billionaires' pockets and what they want to do with the club. I can give my views on our channel, but that's where it stops for me. You know what I mean? If people want me to do that rage thing, like, whoa, we should put a stand and not go to the LFC club shop. Fuck you, bro. I love Liverpool, bro. I'm wearing my top.
No, but you know the maddest thing though, because every time you say that, it's never consistent. So you could say, okay, let's do it. Let's protest. Let's not go to the stadium, bro. Trust me, you might get 50,000 people saying they won't do it, bro. They'll still fill the stadium out because other guys that can't get the ticket to go and watch Liverpool be like, oh, tickets are free. Yeah, I'm gonna go and get the ticket and go to the game. So the only way you can really make changes is if everyone kind of stand
exactly. And everyone won't, bro, because everyone just likes to talk. Okay, I don't agree. Premier League is not Super League, bro. It's not, bro.
The Premier League's the Farmers League, bro.
Yeah.
I tried to drop it to my boys the other day. Do you want to touch on like before you talk about that?
Yeah, man, whatever.
The Fabrizio one when he said Liverpool working on two more new midfielders after Alexis McAllister. But they're also clear intention to sign a new centre back this summer. Klopp and a new director is on it. Contacts are taking place behind the scenes for the new centre back. Priority is the left-footed. So that means Inacio and Van der Ven and Mickey. Is it Mickey? Yeah, those are probably two that we've been linked with. That's left-footed.
If you're gonna choose between them, I'll take Inacio, but I don't.
But
Van der Ven. Yeah, Van der Ven, you can run fast, bro. I know that much.
The two midfielder one is more what I was more interested. I'm like,
yeah, me too.
Be the two guys I want, man. Those are the two. I want Thuram and I want Kone, bro.
Do you reckon it will be them two?
I hope it is.
I feel like
if I can't get Kone, I'll take Gravenberch, but I would rather Kone, and the reason is I just think he's man. When you always look at players and I'm like, that's what we need. That's what we need, and that will last us forever, bro. That's like the Caicedo. Like he would be the Caicedo that we can't afford to go and get, where he's the right price that we can go and get it. And being French, obviously that French connection, because we're doing this South American French connection thing now with the team. It would be just great to kind of have that core of players. You know, when they all go away, like we have the Dutch players, they go away. We got Cody, we got Thing. And then you would have the French lads. You got Thuram, Kone, and Ibu go away. And if we get Pavard as well, that's another player that we're definitely in contact with at the moment as well. He's not left-footed, but he's an option there. So it looks like we are looking for a right back, especially if we're looking to loan out Ramsey.
To let the records, I think that's Preston. I think that's definitely happening. To be fair, let the record show, man. The Pavard thing, bro. Listen, Pavard. If you come to Liverpool, I'm going to support you in it. But I don't think much of you as a footballer, bro. I don't care how much you've won. I don't think
basic right backs in it. You know, the basic man that will just do the job where you ask.
All I know, this is what I hate, man. I don't understand why people can't just be honest on it. There's nothing wrong with it, because if you come to Liverpool and start smoking it up, I'm going to be happy that you've done it, innit? There's nothing wrong with me. But like, nobody cares about Pavard, bro. And all of a sudden, Liverpool fan hit one link, and then everyone making videos. I love Pavard. I've always loved him. No, you haven't, bro. He's shit. He scores one screamer his goals are good. He scores one screamer every year, bro. You know what I mean? He'll score like some volley, some long range shot a year and that. But apart from that, he's quite average, bro. And you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe the basics is what we need, I guess. But like,
I think so, bro. I think sometimes we always like that pretty stuff, but sometimes you just need the basics, bro. You just need because when we had like Finnan, it wasn't the greatest, you would say, but he was
But he
basic
was
and he
basic.
did
Yeah,
the
he was
job
good.
right. When we had Arbeloa as well, wasn't a great, but he got moved to Real Madrid, bro. But he was basic. He got the job. So as a unit, we'll then get that defensive side of our game back again. We're like teams always attacking us down the right hand side. He won't be bombing forward doing that stuff. He'll just chill in that
Man said he's
position.
the French Klein still.
But Klein before his injury, bro.
Yeah,
Who
Klein was good
talking to
still.
Klein?
Major said when GIC as owners, when Liverpool get GIC as owners, the other teams will be mad because they are the richest owners in Singapore group worth 900 billion. The thing is, what I'm gonna say is like, back off what we said earlier with the Man City thing is, if them and Chelsea come in and fuck the Premier League up when it comes to FFP and that, it doesn't really matter how much money you get after that because you still have to stick between the rules, bro. So now we've got Newcastle, who's the richest owners around, and they still can't spend as much as them other teams did already.
You know what it is though. Every time a new owner does come in, they do allow certain leeways. It's not necessarily saying you're going to break the rules, but
Newcastle's leeway is 300 million.
Yeah, that's enough. That's enough.
No, but that's my point. It's enough. It is enough. In isolation, it's enough. But just realize that the teams already, Chelsea, Man U, and Man City, have already spent over $1 billion, bro. So your 300 million is a lot of money, bro. But they've already spent over $1 billion and got a head start on you. And the money for players is going up. So 300 million sounds like a lot of money. But if they're going to make one statement signing for like 90 million, they've got 210 left. I don't even care because it will fix them. It's more. I'm more arguing for what's fair than the fact that it's not going to help Newcastle. It will help them, of course it will.
Yeah, no, it will.
Especially with the team they've got already. If they do it smart, they could have a team to challenge within 2 years with the players they've already got. To be smart about it, man.
Because most of the players now, they're not really that Like I get, obviously, we're only looking at the sample size of the big clubs bidding for players, right? So we're always going by, okay, Liverpool bid for someone, it's going to be expensive. Man City bid for someone, Chelsea bid for, it's always expensive. Yeah. But to be fair, like the lower end clubs, like I'm seeing Aston Villa acquiring Oxlade and Tillsman on a free, bro. Maddison ain't going to cost Newcastle that much, bro. Probably 50 million, 60 million at the most.
Yeah, great business.
And then that's a great addition to their team with the current crop of players that they have. And then they can still add exciting players to that list for around the same price. Yeah. It's only like really high when it comes to the price tag when it's the bigger teams, because they know even though they know Newcastle is the richest team in the Prem. Yeah. It still doesn't sit well in their head. They're like, oh, nice, Newcastle bidding for a player. So
people ain't worried about them being rivals either, in it. So it's
but if Liverpool come, they're like, oh, we know you need midfielders. That's 70 million. Oh, Man City, that's 100 million for this guy. You're like, but Newcastle's richer, bro. So why ain't the same guy 100? Why is Maddison not 100 million, knowing the value of what Newcastle owners have? That's what I'd be like if I was Leicester. Like, yo, he's 100 million now.
Yeah, the market's kind of crazy still, because if you think about it, I rate Jack Grealish, but the Jack Grealish price, not him himself, because he didn't make it up, messed everything up, bro. Because the level that Grealish was on when he moved at the time, Grealish, Maddison, and Mason Mount were all on a level with each other, bro. You'd argue that some of the other ones are playing better than him at the time, so that could have been their price. So now when everyone's going on Mason Mount's too much money, I'm like, too much money for who though? Because based on what Grealish went for, he's not too much money, bro. Because what's the disparity between him? You're trying to say that Grealish is a 50 million more better than he's not. You're only saying it now because you just won the stuff in Man City. But if you stayed at Villa, you wouldn't be arguing that. So it's a weird one. There is one thing I want to touch on in it. If you're sensitive in the chat, go toilet and that, bro, because I ain't here for all of that tampon boy stuff. Gunwood at Manchester United, bro. You know which one. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Apparently,
man like Gunwood, man like Buster Case, Gunwood, man like...
I can't diss the guy. If his woman decided she's like cool with what happened, whatever the story is, because no one really knows apart from what you've seen clips of and what people are saying. Until you go and sit down. Apparently, I don't know if this is true, but apparently they were meant to do some news thing together. Yeah. And do like like we're cool, having a baby kind of thing. And apparently he's now meant to be going on loan somewhere. And then that's his route back into the team. So go on loan, breeze off, score 2 goals, and then come back in the squad, and then all is forgiven.
If man want the honesty from me, bro, I got a few ways of thinking about this, innit? Because if I do it as you gotta be careful, innit? My views on the whole thing was based on just being a human, innit? Not football. because
No, see what's the theory for, bro.
I can't see it, man. Because if I go by being a rival of Man U, the reason why I don't want him to get back in the team is because it's too good.
Yeah,
I'm not being a dickhead, bro. Literally, bro. I don't know if people realize how good he is, bro. But this geezer's a god, man.
Yeah.
For real, bro. With 2 feet, bro. So.
You know, when it got to that point when I was like, this guy's just winning them games, bro. I was like, I've had enough, because there'll be games where they're struggling and
then Ross one in the top corner, innit?
Like, bro, what's wrong with you, man? So I was happy that he dropped out the team, because they actually went backwards when he
yeah, bro, in lockdown when they finished second and that, him, Rashford and Martial were cooking, bro.
Yeah, man.
So I was like,
the team, he went backwards.
You get me? So I'm just like, for that point, when I'm bantering with other United fans and the rivalry, yeah, I don't want him back in your squad because it's too good. But from a regular standpoint, it's a weird one, isn't it? Because the people who are going over the top on his side are doing, if he wasn't found guilty, then blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, listen, I get all of that, but I'm from the roads, bruv. And I know that just because you didn't get found guilty don't mean you're not guilty. But just because you got found guilty doesn't mean you're guilty. So let's not pretend like, yeah, I mean, no. The standpoint is from what the pictures, meh, pictures are pictures, isn't it? Videos, yeah, voice notes and that, yeah. So I can have my point of view on that, which I do. And only from that, it sounds scummy. But the main person, this whole thing is her, and she's having a baby by him, and they're going to get married. So what am I supposed to do, bruv?
Yeah,
this is the equivalent of...
It's your place to say something.
Yeah, this is the equivalent of me knowing that my friend and his missus are fighting each other. And I'm like, oh, she's a witch because she keeps attacking you, or he's a dickhead because he keeps attacking you. And I'm ready to punch him up. And she's like, nah, don't beat him up. And then I see him together, and they're like, I'm going to give him one more chance. We're getting back together. And I'm like, safe. I'm still going to be your friend, or I'm not going to be your friend. I'm going to carry on. What am I supposed to do? Beat him up every time I see him? She decided to get back with him. Yeah, and people have to stop pretending like this hasn't happened in football before. I know you want to do the Man U rivalry thing, bro, but I'm going to say it because I don't give a shit, bro.
Do you know what it is?
And Collymore was kicking Eureka Johnson downstairs, bro. But when he scored the 4-3 thing against Newcastle, Liverpool fans didn't care, bro. Nah, I said it. I'll say it, bro. Savage time, bro. I'll say it, bro. Every time they bring up that thingy on the TV, bro, the greatest Premier League game of all time, they bring up Liverpool beating them 4-3. And when Collymore scores that goal, I didn't see one Liverpool fan with their head in their hands like, can't believe this scumbag, can't believe we let him score for us. No one cares. Another one.
He was on the pitch, bro, to score.
Another one, bro. Everyone on YouTube acts like Suarez done nothing, bro. Everyone does. Everyone acts like Suarez never said anything, bro. Yeah? Another one. You know who else got found not guilty, bro? This is what I'm going to know. John Terry got found not guilty, bro. I'm going to ask you that in the chat. Was John Terry guilty of being racist? Because if you say yeah, then clearly the law don't matter, bro. We can't go based off that. I saw what he said to Anton. You can lip read it. You can see it. He said what he said, innit? He got found not guilty. So should I say, you know what? I saw what I saw, but you got found not guilty, so carry on. You know who else got found not guilty, bro? Savage is talking today.
Oh, shit.
O.J. Simpson, not guilty, bruv. He cut that woman's head off, bruv. He chopped her head off and he killed the boyfriend, bruv. I know it. I saw the crime pictures. I saw all the documentaries. Her blood was in his Bronco. How did he get in there? She was already dead. Huh? The glove? If the glove don't fit, you must have quit. O.J. did it. Not guilty. So all I'm saying is I'm not the judge, jury, and executioner, bruv. I'm just a football fan. And if he ends up playing for Man U again, he's going to get banter when he jumps on the pitch. The fans are going to scream at him and all that, rightfully so. But what am I supposed to do about it? If you want to go by what everyone else does, if you got found guilty, then blah, 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 well, then he gets back in the Man U squad, innit?
And then when he slaps his first goal, then man, they're going to quickly forget that, especially if it's a winner. Done.
Bro, Mason Greenwood, he trends every week.
No,
he trends.
Benoit's guilty.
Oh, yeah. We don't talk about that guy on this channel, bro. Hey, stop there, bro. We know what that guy did. But, yeah, I mean, Greenwood trends every week. Once a week, without fail, he trends, bro. And every time I click on the trending button, see what's been said, it's Man U fans playing replays of his goals, talking about he's not guilty, put him back in. So
you know what it is? His media team is good, man. They took him out well. Do you know what it is, though? I realize especially on social media on this YouTube team, a lot of people feel like they got a media team, so everyone's kind of nervous to say things. So it's like, you know, you have your own point of view. You can have a story, something presented to you, and you go, okay, did he do it? Did he not do it? Okay, this is the evidence. This is the evidence against, and this is the evidence for. And then you make your own opinions on it, and then you talk about it. Everyone goes, nah, majority are going this way, and I don't want to be the only one that stands out and don't say nothing, so I'm going to go this way as well. And then when you have those proper conversations, like, nah, I always thought that. Nah, bro, because on your channel, you were saying that he's a scum, he's this, he's that. So what's changed? And that's the thing, bro. I just feel like, just let it go, man. Whatever it is, bro. Because who are we? We're not in their relationship. We have our own standards and morals, which we can live by and abide by. We wouldn't do what he done if he did do it or not. But his missus has decided to take him back and then get pregnant. Now I want to marry him. So then, bro, I ain't got nothing else to say on that topic, bro. That's their thing now, bro. Leave them to it. Leave them to it, man. Let them do their thing. And if Man United want to play him, when he slaps goals against your team, bro, just banter him, innit? That's what you have to do, bro.
Yeah, I'm with that still, because, you know, like, clearly the other stuff that people are trying to say that they think he done, he never done that part. He definitely didn't. She wouldn't have got back with him over that. So it's more of a verbal threat that probably loads of people speak, and I don't, by the way, so don't even try to throw this on me, but loads of people probably speak like that behind closed doors. Most people know friends and people they know who speak like that, and then it's been caught on camera, innit? So for all we know, after that video, they probably just got on with their day, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, because remember, when that video was released, bruv, when it was released, it was recorded time ago.
Bro, do you know what? Do you know when it was released? I was up mad early in the morning. And I remember I was just skimming through. And then I saw it pop up, bro. And I was like, but this was mad early. Like, when I said mad early, it was like 0 seconds. She just literally uploaded the little whatever. And I'm sitting there, and I think it was about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I'm sitting there, I'm like, right, this is mad, bro. Did Greenwood do this? So as soon as I got it, I just sent it to my boys' WhatsApp group, because most of them are Man United fans. I was like, look at what your boy is doing. Well, out here just doing what he's doing, just thumping up his gal and that. And they're like, nah, you wouldn't do that. I'm like, bro, I don't know. The evidence is pointing this way. Until he starts saying something, then I don't know, innit? But as soon as that happened, bro, I can't lie. In terms of him not playing, I was cool with that. I was like, yeah, man, this dickhead ain't going to help them win no more games. But, bro, what can we say about him, man?
No, we can't, because my honest opinion is, like, my honest opinion, innit? If everyone else wants to be pussies online and not speak, that's fine, innit? My opinion is, everything up until the grape thing, he done. I don't think he did no grape. You know what I mean? But I get from the video and how it ends, it makes it sound like that's what's about to happen. But obviously, she never came out and said that happened. So, you know what I mean? And they said that the reason why the charger got dropped because the key witness didn't turn up. Well, guess what? The key witness is her, and it's his girlfriend, and she's pregnant. So, of course, she didn't. The girl's dad and Greenwood and that's still cool. I don't know any man who is happy with that happening into his daughter. The chances are, because I know everyone's just going to go, well, why? Of course he's not, because Greenwood probably slipped him a brown pit. No, the chances are that, you know, the dad probably knows that his daughter fights with this guy. And when I say, so like,
they're always having little
like they fight with each other. Because remember, Greenwood got in trouble in the Euros, him and Foden in it, when they brought them girls to the hotel and stuff like that. And that was his girlfriend at the time. So I can imagine those issues there and all that stuff.
It's crazy though how Foden one got swept under the carpet like he wasn't involved in that.
Foden done that.
He had a baby mom as well.
Now, she done baby mom. His mom got punched in the head and that, and Foden just won the Champions League and carried on, bro. This is how shit just gets swept on the carpet. Carl Walker 4 months ago was getting his penis out in pubs, bro. And that's, he got the treble and no one cares anymore, bro. So all I'm saying is, bro, everyone really doesn't, like, people really don't care, bro. And if you really don't care, that's fine, innit? But you know when you really don't care, don't have a real opinion either, because it makes a narrative of something. You know what I mean? sometimes us like have conversations in that, and we literally state in it that we're talking for banter and that because there's no point. I'm not. What you want me to do, bruv? Fight all my friends who are Man U fans when they got a Greenwood on the back of the top? I'm not fighting, man, bruv. Do your thing, innit? As I said, certain man loves Stan Collymore and that. You got jobs at Talksport after. Nobody cares, bruv. You get me? I think Maradona shot 4 people. Nobody cares, bruv. You know what I mean?
Even Ronaldo, how many years, bro? Even that one in Miami, bro, with the great
Miami,
teams, bro.
Flanagan was fly kicking his missus in the back.
Bro, this guy is so powerful. Every one of those things, it just go missing. Like, it's on the news, and then off. His media team, the people that look after his media side, yeah, levels still. His lawyers must be levels. The amount of money this guy earns anyway. Because, bro, I saw it drop on the news. This come out, he had to go court. Bro, when was the last you heard anything about that, bro? I only heard about the court thing when he was doing court. So we didn't hear about the initial story, the leading up, nothing, just eyes in court. And then that was it. He got dropped. Like, he got dropped. So, nah, man.
Yeah, we have to be honest, man. Some people stand on what they stand on at all times. Some people stand on what they stand on, depending on who they're talking about. If you're that person, that's fine, man. Just don't lie on it at the time.
Even my boy Ronaldinho had a fake passport, got put in prison for a couple of months still.
This is what I'm saying, bruv. I was on about
why you got a fake passport?
That's what I'm saying, bruv. Like, they're going to look at the picture and they're like, Rodrigo Hernandez, and then look at man and go, bruv, you're Ronaldinho, my favourite footballer, prison. Well, who did he think he was fooling, bruv? Now, who did he think he was fooling, bro? You Ronaldinho, bruv. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen, bruv.
And then you got Quincy now did some Chapo thing.
Free up my boy Quincy, bruv. The big trap dealer Quincy, bruv. 175 kilos of the cocaine, bruv. Yeah? This geezer is Escobar rebirthed, bruv. 170. Does people know how much that is, bruv? Nah, this is a Narcos original, bruv. Oi, free up my boy Promise, bruv.
Yeah, Quincy, bro. This guy, I don't know what's going on, bro.
Somebody hustled him, bruv. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he's found out his missus about to take all his money, bruv.
The wrong suitcase got thrown on. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't pack. You know when they ask you, did you pack your own luggage? And you go, yeah, no. That's what happened, bro. He said, Quincy, yeah, and then it wasn't his, bro. It was the same color, but it wasn't his, bro. And he was like, I've already said that I did pack it myself, so I can't even lie.
Bruv, the thing about bruv. And the thing, even with the Ronaldinho one, because he got arrested in lockdown and that. And then I remember people putting up pictures of him in prison. This geezer was happy as shit, bruv. Of course, he's in Brazilian prison and they see him as a god, bruv.
Yeah.
Like, you think he's just like, hold on a minute. So, it's COVID. I can't go anywhere anyway. All right. Safe.
Just play some ball in prison with a
man. Prison guards are going to be nice too. He's just, yo, big man, give me your pudding, bruv. Nah, man, you ain't get my pudding. Didn't I not win you the World Cup 2002? Say no more. Say no more. Take the pudding, bro.
Man, they're in there asking for autograph, bro. They said the crime rate in the prison dropped when he was in there.
Of course, everyone was vibing, bruv. Samba times and that.
Everyone was happy still.
Man was on the cocaine, you know what I'm saying, bruv? This is what. Only a couple of years ago, Promise got back for stabbing his cousin. I know this is what I'm saying, bruv. Free up my boy Quincy, bruv. He's a bad man out here, bruv. Free up Quincy, bro, every time, bro.
Nah, do you know what I always thought, bro? Them tattoos on this dark guy, bro. I'm like, right.
Nah, bro. If I'm Quincy, bro, I'm dropping a mixtape too, bro. Fuck it, bro. I'm going all out, bro. Bally on, owning it, bro. And speaking of that, bro, I don't get into it, but where's Mendy, bro?
Isn't it not? Is he not?
Where is he? Like, where is Benjamin, bro?
Nah, but you remember what I said, the media team. You have to lay low. You know, once the case is gone, bust the case, you got to lay low, and then, man, reinvert. All of a sudden, you're on loan at Roma. You're like, hold on, when did Mendy go here? Now we have to keep down the quiet and let him go there, play 2 matches.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's probably because of my personality. But if man tried to do me for something I didn't do, yeah, I'm calling everybody out. I'm calling everybody out.
Just have to let the media team handle the thing, bro. Let your guys, your lawyers handle it.
Man said, yeah, Pablo did have his own prison, bro, which wasn't a prison. The most guys
just said, I'll just build my own one. And it was like, oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. And remember, he was talking about, make sure it's got full-size football pitch and that, bro. Man's giving out all the orders and that, bro. And he said, make sure it's got a helipad and that, bro. Listen. I know that we're not supposed to like Pablo and that, but my Pablo's my guy, bro. Yeah, man. I don't know
This
about the
man-
thing with his best friend though, because his best friend was called Blackie, bro. And to this
Yeah.
day, bro. Every time I watch Narcos, I'm like, I don't know about this.
No. Savage, today, one of my favorite films. Yeah, I rewatched it. That's why I jumped on late because I was watching it still. What's the name of it? Let me get you the name still, but it's an old film, Eddie Murphy film. Yeah,
Okay.
bro, I couldn't believe what I saw in there, bro. Man did the blackface thing, Trading Places.
Bad boy movie, bro.
Yeah, but when my man bucks him, Eddie dresses up as the African guy.
African guy, yeah.
And then what's the other guy's name, bro? I can't remember the actor's name.
Throw in the chat, guys. I know exactly who you're talking about, man.
Yeah, what's the actor's name? Oh shit! No, come across the thing. Yo, turn that down.
Yeah, world's gone crazy, bro.
Yeah, nah, bro. That thing had me, bro. My man did the blackface thing, and I was like, hold on a minute. I was like, whoa, yo, what is my man doing? Nah,
It's thingy from Ghostbusters, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd.
That's the Donny.
Yeah, I was thinking of Bill Murray then, but Dan Aykroyd. I just found out Bill Murray's dating Khalees, bro. What's going on? Khalees, you know, like Nas Khalees, bro. I hate you so much right now.
Yeah.
Bill Murray is Ghostbusters Bill Murray 72, but I'm talking about Space Jam Bill Murray, bro.
And
he's chopping down the chocolate to Khalees and that. Yeah, she's crazy. And I already know she's crazy, bro. You know what I mean? From when she said that milkshake brings all her boy, I said, listen, this bitch crazy, bro. No, let's get rid of that, bro.
Yeah, nah, man, some crazy things, bro. I couldn't believe what I saw, man. I was like, hold on a second. Well, Martin Luther King came in like, it's like, wait, hold on a second, wait. So I watched this film how many times and I never noticed this.
It's mad though, because every time I watch Tropic Thunder, bro, and I see Robert Downey Jr. as a black man, I'm just like, every time, you never go full retard. Every time I watch it, bro, I'm like, shit, man. Fuck.
Tropic Thunder, bro.
Yeah, it's gang still, man. Man said Boomer is gonna die of a heart attack, bro. That's a lot of women for him to deal with at 72 still, bro. You know what I mean?
But maybe it's, one of those ones, bro. It makes sense in it. Put the wells together and we just do a little thing, bro.
Hey, big up Bill, man. He's a G, bro. He's a G for that, bro. Because she still looks great at her age, bro. I mean, at her age, she looks great anyway. She's not even that old, but yeah, man. Big up Bill Murray and that, bro. You already know how that goes, man. But yeah, man. I just thought bring up about Gunwood and that because I thought about this over there and I was like, realistically, bro, we're gonna see him again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, with United, they would have dropped him in the team ages ago. It's just because they're sponsors and they're such a big team. And I know that the United women's team in it. They spoke out at the time and said that they don't want him back in the Man United shirt, which is, I mean, I'm not trying to be a dickhead on that, but different team, innit?
Yeah, safe.
I mean, I don't remember at any point you bumping into Gunwood and that, bro. Like, I don't see it happening, but hey, that's your team, innit?
But this is the issue, bro, because it's if it's a crime against the world, then you'd be like, okay, cool, everyone can have their say. It was a crime against his partner, and she's happy to kind of forgive and forget. So why are we just on this? And I think that's what I was saying about everyone's always on this high horse thing at the moment and go, oh nah, we must do this. But his missus ain't even saying that now.
That's what I'm saying. It's a weird situation to me because that's why I said if you're just against something, you're against it. So you'll just have to deal with that fact that it's in the Prem. You can't do nothing about it. Well, he's not our team player anyway, innit? And even if he had not done anything, once you're a man and you're called out for something, the football fans will make a chant for you and you'll have to hold it for the rest of your life no matter what, either way, even if you've not done anything. So that's his problem, innit? Because it's almost
hold it until he starts scoring goals, they'll forget about it anyway, bro.
Yeah, and then when he starts scoring goals, United fans won't mock him and other fans will, but it won't matter because they'll be winning stuff, and it is what it is.
And then people still do that thing that they do about Hillsborough, which is sickening in my opinion. But
exactly,
they still do that. Them dumbass songs that they do, bro. But we can't even change that. So if we can't change that, why wouldn't they not let a man back into football? Do you know what I mean?
Man, talking about ghost punching up the officer and thingy in Power, bro. You know, Eddie's brother and that. Now, he was winding me up still. I wanted to punch him up myself, bro. But
Charlie Murphy.
Yeah, man.
Nah, he's got that dickhead face, bro. I can't even.
Yeah, he has, man. Ghost got him good with that plate, though. With that.
Yeah, that's when you know Ghost is a madman, bro.
Nah, he is.
That's when I was like, he's cool, killed their man, but
I thought that was a thingy, you know. When that first happened, I thought it was a you know them scenes when it's like what Ghost really wants to do. That's what because he looked.
Oh, and then he wakes up and he's
yeah. But then I was like, oh, he's not gonna wake up. No, it's done.
This guy's in prison, and then
Yeah. Did you see? Before we get out of street football and it, but did you see Henri speaking on racism on the CBS yesterday?
I haven't.
Well, it's from the Champions League day. Good man, good video still. It was he was speaking from the heart still. He wasn't having it, bruv. He said he's done with it, bruv. And he said why does everyone keep asking me and start asking the victims of something, what should we do in that? He's like, what do you want to do? He said, don't ask me, what do you want to do about it? Because he said, I'm not trying to hear about this walk off the pitch things. I'm looking at the rest of my teammates and I'm like, are you going to walk off the pitch? Don't look at me and ask me as a black man if I should walk off the pitch because of being racist. How about you look at me and go, they're being racist to my brethren, I'm walking off anyway. And that is the facts, because that is how shit changes, bro. Because I've always been on that, but I'm like, he was saying that people keep coming up to me and going, obviously, I'm going to come to you and ask you questions because I don't know what it's like to deal with this. And then Henri was like, listen, he said, when it comes to LGBTQ, when it comes to women's rights, nobody says, I'm coming to ask you a question as a woman because I don't know what it's like. He said, because I have empathy, I just know that something's wrong. You know what I mean? He said, I don't tell you like when you ask about
you got Henri.
Yeah, he said when you ask about women's problems, he said, I don't tell you like to go and I'm gonna go ask my mom and my sister what it's like to be a woman first. He said, I just know what's right and wrong. And I was so behind it, bro. I was like, yeah, this geezer's making complete sense, bro. He said it needs to change from the top. He said, as a somebody who's trying to be a football manager and you know, doing whatever, it's like it was been harder for me. I've been trying it. So it is what it is. And he's like, I'm not trying to hear all of this business, bro. It's only 10 minutes, bro. It's cold, bro. It's cold, bro. Henri's a bad man still.
Yeah, no, I saw I haven't seen that one, but I saw the one when Haaland asked him, what could you do to improve, man? Said, just go on your weaker foot, bro.
I was creasing.
Yeah, it was just like, bro, just go on your weaker foot in it, and then you'll be a better player. I'm like, raw. And you know what? He took it on board, you know. So if next season you see this dickhead go on his weaker foot, bro, it's problem.
Yeah, I think when Schmeichel kept saying to Henri, stop telling him, I was like, yeah, stop telling him because he really will listen to what you're saying.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Because all the stories coming out about Haaland so far, from teammates and Grealish and that, about, yeah, he doesn't do anything. He's boring as shit. So all he does is, man eats, trains, and goes home and goes to sleep and then does it the next day. This is a dangerous guy, bruv.
Yeah, no, but he did in that interview. He did say as well. It was like, "Oh yeah, how I've improved." But like, I'm only 22. But in terms of, he didn't say for word, but from what I got from it, is like, yeah, I've matured now. I understand what I need to do before games, after games. So you're like, raw. This guy actually is just locked in.
He's a great individual still. He's a great because he's you take away rivals and that, it's hard to dislike Haaland.
I like him, man.
He's just a cold footballer, bro. And yeah, but it's that when he said, I'm only 22, I was like, oh yeah, shit, you are, innit? You know, when you forget. And I'm like, oh, this is dangerous, bro.
That's the thing, bro. You realize when someone gets locked in and then you give them the confidence and you put the right things around them, what they can achieve. Liverpool fan base, let's take some heed and understand that. We do the right thing with our players as well. I agree. Same shit can happen, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
Like some environments are better, and for some reason our ones become toxic, and we need to get back to what we were doing before, because that's our players. Like Milner wasn't the greatest, but we got the best out of him. Henderson, we got the best out of Wijnaldum. We got the best out of all of our players with the right environment, and we started dominating the league.
We've lost the thing as a fan base where we got behind everyone.
Yeah.
Once you got a Liverpool shirt on, you're our guy in it. And I spoke to 12 Man about this after the game, because I was saying that I don't understand where it's come from. So I'm not telling people how to be football fans. I'm just going off what I've always been like. And I said, when I was going to war for like Lucas Leiva and that, bruv, knowing that he wasn't that good anymore. Bruv, if you as a rival fan, you're going to come to me and talk about my player, bruv. And when I had to go, man, don't realize what I had to go to bat for in school and college and that, bruv. Talking about now, you don't even know about Stuart Downing is great. You don't even know what going, bruv. Kiriakos, you don't know how cold he is.
One assist that season, man. I'm still fighting his corner, bruh. Like, don't.
In my head, bruv, watching us in the old Europa League with Joe Cole and Kiriakos and that, bruv, pretending like it's the same Joe Cole and the same Kiriakos. I was just like, nah, bruv, you don't understand, bruv. These men are cold, bruv. I didn't think they was, bruv. But up until you leave Liverpool, and we can go and have a like review it and go, you know what, he wasn't really that great. But I backed you all the way till you wasn't a Liverpool player anymore, innit? So I'm not trying to do this for man. I don't get it, bruv. And I know it's petty sometimes to say certain things, and I'm like, the chances are in fact, no, I'm wrong, because I'm about to say the chance of the footballer seeing what we said it's not likely. No, it's very likely, bro. Is that when you see how the algorithm works, bro? You know what I mean? Footballers don't have a special algorithm for YouTube and that. So if you're a Liverpool player and you watch loads of Liverpool stuff or you check up on it,
and they will do, by the way.
yeah. Well, then that means that like certain man's videos are gonna pop up on the side plate of suggested videos. Now, yeah, they probably won't want to click on it. But if it says "get him out my club" and it's them, they're gonna click on it, bro. And then they're gonna realize that man just been talking shit for no reason, bro. You know what I mean? And because I think footballers, some of them are sensitive, but if you're talking like regular tactics and stuff like that without being personal, I think people can take it.
Yeah, no, because I understand that's a part and parcel.
If you're just being a prick about it and writing salacious titles and that to make it sound like the geezer's a dickhead, you know what I mean? Or the person's missus sees it or their kid sees it and stuff like that, then it's a little bit of a different thing. I'm just like, nah, if you got Liverpool shirt on, I bet, because there's going to be players that I don't want at the club. Not in a dickhead way. I just don't. I said it to you I said I don't really think much of Pavard as a footballer, bro. I don't, bro. And it's not like I don't watch him. But if he comes to Liverpool, then I must wrap my head around that you're a Liverpool player. Welcome to Liverpool, Pavard. You're my guy now. You have to be. Go out and prove something different. Don't prove me because I'm just a guy in it. But go and play football. And if he looks good, I'm gonna say he looks good. And when everyone tells me, "Haha, Savage," I'm like, "Oh, you think I'm hurt that I was wrong? I'm glad I was wrong, dickhead."
Yeah, no. And so, obviously you're not saying don't sign him. You're just obviously just saying
it's just a preference, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a preference. Like I'm not cooking people. Like I know me and you spoke in this earlier in the season and stuff like that. Way in the season when we was talking about Ward-Prowse and I was like, bro, Ward-Prowse, come to Liverpool, bro.
I saw the links. That was another play that was linked with as well.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, come to Liverpool. I know loads of people don't like him and that, but I think that's fine. But if he gets a Liverpool shirt on, I don't want to hear no dissing him and that. And at the same time, I can't lie, bruv. Some people's football knowledge on the Ward-Prowse thing is questionable, bruv, because if man is acting like all he does is takes free kicks, then you clearly don't watch him play football. It's very simple that you don't watch him play football because he doesn't only score free kicks, bro. So it is what it is. Interesting. But yeah, man. Football season officially over, bruv. There's nothing left of it, bro.
5 weeks.
Yeah. So yeah, man. That's it, man. Well, I don't even know what the trophies got. Manchester United won the League Cup. Man City won the other 3.
And Liverpool won the Charity Shield. Don't forget that stuff.
Liverpool won the Charity Shield. That's true.
Super Charity
Super
Shield.
Cup. I think that means Arsenal and Man City play each other in the next Charity Shield, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be FA Cup versus Prem winners, isn't it? But they won both, so goes second place. So that'll be interesting. And then they got the Club World Cup to go to as well. Man City,
yeah.
Yeah.
You got a Super Cup to play for as well.
Super Cup as well. So it should be interesting, man.
I don't know who they playing in that one. West Ham, right?
No,
not West Ham. Who won the Europa League again?
Sevilla.
I'll say Sevilla, but
I mean, let's be honest, man. It's always Sevilla, isn't it? So.
Oh yeah, no, it's mad. Yeah.
So yeah, it should be very interesting still. But I'm optimistic for the season going forward. This won't be obviously the last piece of content we're doing that, but it's the last proper hangover show. We'll do stuff in between, get some topics together, chop it up properly, where we can focus on just that particular thing we're talking about. Obviously, over to Edman TV, subscribe. Have you got video today already?
Oh yeah, we got that one.
6 o'clock.
Curtis and Elliot. Well, bro, I can tell. Hold on.
I think it's 6. I don't know, but checking it. But yeah, we got to you guys in the chat, man. When you're done, anyway, just head straight over to Enz's channel, because even if you subscribe, you can go hit the notification bar on the next video, and all you that can join us later on, get a squad on there and chop it up. 7,
yeah. So it's only going to be for an hour, depending on the kind of conversation. It's just to kind of look at who has the brighter future at Liverpool. Is it Harvey? Is it Curtis?
Yeah.
So it's not like the Hendo one we did.
Yeah.
Was it Hendo? Sorry, no, it was a Gakpo and
Nunes. Yeah.
It wasn't. It's not like that one. It's more to do with who's going to play more games and next season, and as Curtis now put himself in pole position. But we'll chop it up around 7 p.m.
Yeah, man. And Redbird, who won the golden bottle? I mean, Arsenal in it. I guess what I mean.
The golden what?
The golden bottle. Is what it is, man. But yeah, man, I'll join you later on. Big up for everyone for joining. Hit the like button on the way out, bro. Clearly, you must have liked the video if you stuck around this long. If not, then a bit of a cracker still. But yeah, man, we out of here, bro. Peace.
Peace.